Chat, can you guys hear me and see me? Can you guys hear me and see me? Chat, can you hear me and see me? Hold on. What's going on with this thing? So did the stream cut out? What happened? Did the stream cut? What the heck happened? So you guys didn't hear anything else that I said? You guys didn't see the analysis or anything? No, everybody missed the analysis? I mean, I've been on for like 20 minutes. I got on early. I've been here for 20 minutes. No? Are you serious? It just started. So nobody saw the analysis this morning. No. Come on, YouTube. Like, what the heck, man? It just now started. That's crazy. Because I was wondering, I was like, hey, nobody's answering. So I just like restarted the VOD. After stream, it happened a couple hours later. That's why I didn't want to stay on, because I had a feeling it was going to take a while for another setup. But yeah, that's me explaining to you why I decided to hop onto the trend. So let's segue that into today's analysis while the market is still opening. So we just talked about that, right? Going for these equal highs here, going to take them out. And what do you see going on right now? Now, I thought an Asian session last night, maybe we'll have a little retracement so that today we can come out and take out these highs. But as you can see, Asian and London session, we've just been sitting here. It's been choppy. It's been consolidating. Right now, as we speak, what are we doing? They're in the market open. We're taking out these highs. All right. So again, that's what I was looking for. We're currently doing that. Now the question is okay, after we take out these highs, where are we going? Well, equal highs are the easiest target. So when we get above that, we don't really have too many equal highs. I mean, yes, we have this little high here. It's about 200 points away. And then we have this one above it, but those ones are a little bit lower probability than the equal highs would be, okay? So let me get a 1 in the chat. That makes sense. Let me get a 1 in the chat. But it's possible we can get up to here. So this is about, what, 470 points away. But again, once we get past these highs, I'm telling you, these are going to be lower probability areas, we'll call them, okay? Lower probability. It may get a little chopped in here. So it's possible we could have a reversal day. If we have another trendy day, I will be extremely surprised. Because again, you're going to see as we zoom in and we bring it down, we're going to get into some choppy areas. We'll put it on the 5-minute. I'm going to turn my levels on now, and you're going to see what I mean by, look at these levels. They're so close together. We're going to get into some chop fest over here. So for me, these are like no trade areas. So again, I really can't see it trending up today with no mercy. I'll be surprised. But, you know, I'll be open-minded. You gotta be open-minded with this type of markets, right? The sound is in and out. Okay, let's do this. Let me get a 3 in the chat if the sound is good. 4 in the chat if the sound is in and out. Let me see something. Hi, Samo. I'm doing great. I just surprised that the whole stream cut out this morning. I didn't know you guys couldn't see me for 20 minutes straight. because it was literally showing me that I was on, which is so crazy. Threes. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume we're good then. Awesome. I had the beats going this morning too, chat. I had we had a little DJ mix this morning. That's crazy. But good morning to everybody. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. I see you guys are spamming up that like button, so thank you, y'all. Appreciate that as well. Let's see. So, going into yesterday, remember I mentioned how this market wasn't supposed to be trending, like pumping the way it was pumping yesterday, right? And it's to no surprise that we find out, and let me get it for you. To no surprise that we find out the Fed injected $8 billion into the economy. So yeah, like I said, I mean, if you looked at the last 2 trendy days, is this economy booming? Absolutely not. This is the worst it's ever been. So basically, they injected some money into the markets to make it look good, right? As they've been doing. Why? Because, you know, when the market crashes, people start panicking and they take it out on the president. So this is all to make the president look good, right? This is to make the government look good, right? In the current circumstances, to make it seem like, oh, things aren't that bad because the market's booming today, right? You get what I'm saying? It's all, I don't want to call it manipulation tactics, but it is sort of manipulation in a way, right? Like I said, we're not in a booming economy. It's the worst the economy's ever been. We also have a war going on. So I know you guys know that, at least. So what's up with these trendy days? Oh, the Fed's pumped money into the market yesterday. Oh, see, now it makes sense. Big sharks enter the market, right? The big whales enter the market. So, you know, the big whales, the big sharks, they move the markets for sure. You know, they can pump a lot of money in. But yeah, it's just interesting. It is interesting. Won't that make it worse for regular people since nothing will be done about it? Because everyone thinks it's okay. Exactly, NQ Soccer Mom. Exactly. And, you know, this started... I mean, it's been slowly... Like, the economy's been slowly downtrending, and they've been acting like they don't want to call it a... they've been acting like they don't want to call it inflation just to save face. But the reality is when you keep putting a Band-Aid on something, I mean, hey, eventually it's going to come to light. I mean, if you're looking at statistics, there's actually there's a great quote I saw yesterday. Let me see if I could find it about the ceiling and the floor. A really great quote. Oh, this one. Okay. Here we go. So here's a guy. Long story short, this man has owned his house for over 30 years. He's paid off his home. His son, who's a grown adult, his son has the same job that he had. His son works full time. His son works 40 hours a week. Now, what he's saying is he's like, he's saying his son, when his son has to pay rent is 73% of his son's check. This isn't a lazy kid. This isn't a kid who doesn't work hard. This is a kid who, you know, went to school, got their degree, blah, 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 and works 40 hours a week, full time. And he's like, 73% of my son's check goes to rent. And then what? The rest goes to what? Groceries, gas, car insurance, health insurance, phone, emergencies, savings. And he's like, he can't even save because what's left after that, right? Long story short, he's like, this is ridiculous because years ago, he had the same job as his son and he bought a home. In fact, he paid off his home. And now we're in 2026. His son has the same job as him. His son can't even get a home. And at the end, at the bottom of this quote, he makes a quote and he says, "The floor moved, but nobody lowered the ceiling." And I thought that was such an interesting way to put it. Isn't that an interesting way, chat? The floor moved, but nobody's lowering the ceiling, right? Things are harder. It's harder to reach, right? It's harder to reach your goals nowadays financially because the floor moved lower, you know? But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But you know, people don't want to do stuff about it, and no, this affects the future generation, right? This affects if you guys have kids. You know, this affects the future. It's not just in the now. Like, yeah, in the now it's a problem, but you got to think as the problem doesn't get fixed, it gets worse and worse and worse, right? I know people who have an amazing job. Maybe about 6 years ago, they were doing really well. And then now it's like they need a roommate. But, you know, you go through all those years of school, you get your degree, you get a decent job, you move up in the company, all that just to need a roommate is ridiculous. I've seen people who are full-time nurses who are delivering DoorDash after, right? And it's like, dang, it's like you do all that hard work to get through school. You know, you have a full-time job and now you're forced to do something on the side, you know? That's not right. They should be able to, you know, kick their feet up at home after their shift, you know what I mean? It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's dangerous, yep. It's dangerous. But on that note, guys, you know, we do have to talk about the economy here because we are trading. On that note, you know, hopefully some type of change happens. Of course, it's not some easy fix. Things need to turn around. But I tell you what, these billionaires, they run the world, man. They just run the world. It's all about power and control. But silly them, because for you to have a business, you need customers. You don't have no business without any customers now. Right, chat? If you own a car wash, you need customers. If you own a restaurant, you need customers. If you own a gym, you need customers. If you own a gas station, you need customers. If you own Apple, well, Apple, don't you need customers, Apple? Don't you need people who can afford to buy the new iPhone, the new Apple Watch, the new laptop, right? So long story short, the joke is going to be on the billionaires because you need consumers. Without consumers, there's nobody buying your product. There's nobody paying your subscription. There's nobody. Your business is psh. Your money is psh. Right? So it's going to be a hard hit as people start penny pinching and they start going out less. They start buying things less. They do it already. They got to save their money. They got to save what they can. You know? So change is going to happen, but as you guys know, change usually doesn't happen until sales are affected. And you guys see that with prop firms, right? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you've seen that with the prop firms. Out of nowhere. Oh, okay, we'll add the feature we said we weren't going to add. We'll do this. Why? Well, when sales drop, oh, reality hits. You know? Anybody notice that? Let's see here. We're hovering at this 30,000 mark here. Can't believe Nasdaq's at 30,000. Crazy. Thank you, Mayo. Mayo with the 1 in the chat. We got 2 minutes till this 5-minute candle closes here. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. But also, it will be the 30-minute close, right? And it's going to be the hourly close. So taking a look at the left, you know, we spiked at these highs, but like I said, this is such a chopped area. I'll show you to the left. I don't know what this looks like on the 5, but I can just tell you because I know from my levels. See what I mean? We get into here and what happened? We chop out, reverse out. We get into here, what do? We chop around, right? These are choppy areas that I've graphed out that aren't too ideal, right? Look at this. We chop around, right? So not ideal for us to go up into here today. I really don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I mean, if we do, we do, but it's not what I want to see, of course. But, you know, trading, sometimes things happen that you don't want to see, you know? We can't control that. But if today just sits here and just chops around, we won't be surprised, right? We won't be surprised at all. Let me know in the chat. What are we drinking this morning, chat? What are we drinking? Go ahead and let me know. What are we drinking? Are we drinking water? Are we drinking coffee? Are we drinking tea? Are we drinking matcha? Are we drinking chai? Who's got the caramel latte? Who's got the frozen coffee? Who's got the hot coffee? Who's got the iced coffee? Who's got the flavored teas? What are we drinking this morning? Who's got the energy drinks? Anybody here drink energy drinks? I'm not a fan of them personally, so I don't drink them. But let me know. Do you guys drink them? Do they work for you? Coffee, water. Black, wait, what's black gold? Oh, black gold coffee. Black gold coffee, okay. Good morning, have my water. Now I'm on the black coffee. Nice. Thank you, soccer mom. Good morning to you. Nice. I was gonna make coffee, but I got up a little bit late. Then I was getting ready, and then I thought I put it on, and I didn't. I brew my coffee fresh, so I guess I could go get up now and maybe turn on the coffee maker while we're waiting here. Could do that. I do have some water, but coffee would be really nice right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I am contemplating it. I may get up and go turn on my coffee maker to start brewing. I think that is what I'll do. But before we do that, let's take a look back at the market here. So as I said, if we get to these areas, we'll chop around. You can see we already got a little choppy. Coming down about 65 points off of this area. This is our new hourly candle. 10 o'clock is here. New hourly, new 30. And today's going to be interesting. Let's see if we can come down to... Oh, well, we're kind of already down there. We're already down there. I'm going to say the 80s, but we're right there. We're in the 90s. That was quick. Quicker than I thought. Nothing like some fresh grounded coffee, right? Protein powder, nice. Ever do caffeine pills instead of drip coffee efficiency? No, I didn't even know. That's a thing. Caffeine pills is a thing. I never... Hold on a second. No, I don't drink coffee for caffeine purposes. I drink coffee because I just want it. More of a want. Wait a minute. Have I seen these? Oh, wait, I have seen caffeine pills. Okay. I've definitely seen these in the store. Or like on the Amazon or something. Wait, people really like... Wow. Interesting. That's interesting. Learned about them from a lawyer. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Wow, we are coming down heavy. Look at this, 127 points. Ooh, today may be a sell-off day, huh? Let's zoom out here. Possibly, maybe. No top wick on that hourly is a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what? No top wick? Why? Why no top wick? Stop loss would be annoying on this one. Yeah, we're gonna close in a minute and 40 seconds. So this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, I got a minute and now I got a minute and 30 seconds. I'm gonna go turn on that coffee because it looks like we may be here a little bit. Time for us to go hunting for a trade. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I got a minute and 16 seconds. I'll be right back, chat. Let me get this coffee going. Where's my... All right, chat, I'm back. We got the coffee. The coffee is brewing. How quick was I? Oh, not quick enough. That's all right. Market's not doing anything here. Let's see. How do we like this now? Not too much. Not too much is the answer. Hopefully it's not a full rangy day. Hi player, good morning to you. How you doing this morning? Up 2.2% in the funded account, sitting in the passenger seat with this account now. Waiting for payout day. Awesome. Up 6% and another challenge. Phase 1, 8% target. Nice. Has anyone ever used Hakanashi candles? I tried them out as a beginner and I quickly learned to not listen to people on the internet. The reason why is because when you compare the amount of professional traders, and I'm talking about licensed professional traders who use them and who don't, all the greats do not use them. And we have a quote in business where you want to go somewhere, you do what people who are doing successful do it, right? So yeah. So that's why I went back to the OG. I call them the OG candles. But you know, there's people who have strategies with it, and it works for them. You know, so you'll just have to try it out and see if it works for you. You know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Everybody's different. Of course, we're bouncing up to this area. We're not surprised. Told you guys it's gonna get a little rangy. It's a rangy area, so we expect nothing less. But let's see though, how rangy are we gonna get? Or are we actually gonna move to the downside here? Because moving to the downside could be a good play today. Could be a nice play. While we're waiting, chat, let me get a 111 in the chat. Let's do that daily affirmation. I know we didn't do that yet. We got a new 5-minute candle getting ready here. Today is August 5th. Let me see those ones in the chat. 111 angel numbers in the chat. Whoops. I clicked on the wrong thing there. Alrighty, here it is. Daily affirmation. Your daily dose of positivity. August 5th, 2026 reads, a door is opening that matches the work you have been doing in silence. The discipline, the healing, the patience, the quiet faith. None of it has been ignored. Life is about to show you that the effort you thought nobody saw still mattered. Beautiful message there, everybody. Beautiful message. A lot of times when we're transforming our lives, it's usually after we go through something. And during the time that you're doing that work, you don't really see the benefits, right? It's kind of like when you're waiting for that goal to hit. You know, a lot of times we ignore the progress we made. You know, and it's important that you always focus on that goal. Don't focus about how long it's taken. It'll come when you're aligned with it, right? You just keep doing you, keep being the best you can be. Promise you that's when things happen. It's a nice one, yeah. A really good one. Yeah, nobody sees you when you're disciplined. Sometimes you gotta go quiet and just get on a schedule of grinding, right? Making sure you're getting up, making sure you're eating okay, making sure you're doing some type of workout, making sure you're getting in that nature, right? We got to hit all aspects. We got to get in nature. We also got to work out our bodies. We got to make sure we're sleeping well. We got to make sure we're eating well, right? It's all kumbaya, right? Balance. Balance. I always tell you some of the best things you can do is if you can kill 2 birds in 1 stone, Say you go outside for a run, you go outside for a bike run. Well, now you're getting exercise, but you're also getting in nature, but it's also good for your mental health. Let's see how you're watering your plant, right? A lot of people forget to water their plant. And when I say water your plant, I mean water yourself. You know, a lot of you out there, you water other people, and that's amazing. But most people forget to water themselves. You are a plant too, right? They say if you buy a plant and you put it somewhere in your home, only water it if you're working on yourself that day, right? If you're hitting your goals. And you will quickly see the analogy of, oh my God, I didn't do anything for myself today. I didn't work on my mindset today. I didn't work on my goals today, right? It's that discipline and consistency to continuously upgrade yourself, work on yourself, pour into yourself, right? That consistency of pouring into you is super important, y'all. I'm telling you, a lot of you, if you buy that plant and you only water it on the days where you pour into your own personal self, you probably notice, oh shoot, I'm not doing it too often, right? My plant is starving. My plant is thirsty, right? That's what's happening to you, right? So people who are very successful have mastered these things in their daily schedule. If you ever look up interviews of like famous athletes, we'll take Tom Brady for an example. Even though he's retired now, his schedule, his morning schedules, still, he takes time to meditate, say some gratitude. He takes time to read. He takes time to upgrade his mindset. He takes time to go to the gym. He's got his own protein powder and everything, right? He's taking time to work on his body. He goes swimming in his pool every morning. He's getting outside, right? Like, you're going to notice a lot of similarities. I'm just using a professional athlete as an example, but professionals in all areas, everybody, in all areas. It's not just trading. People who are not on social media, but very successful in their businesses. There's a lot of those people out there. They have similar schedules, right? So if people who are very successful all do these positive things, you may think, okay, maybe I need to try doing that, right? Give it a go, right? When you get up in the morning, have a positive quote ready, right? Make yourself you could Google a positive quote. You could Google daily affirmation quote. You could literally Google it, right? You could ask ChatGPT, hey, give me a daily affirmation quote. There's apps. What's the app called? Let's see. There's an app on my phone, and I can't think of what it's called. I'll tell you when I think of it. But it has positivity quotes, and it'll send it to your phone like a text message. And you can program it to, hey, send me a message just every morning when you wake up. Or you can program it to send you messages all throughout the day. Depends on who you are. But it's really cool, and it keeps you reading that positivity, right? A lot of times we go through our day and we have these negative thoughts and we never face them. And that energy sits there, right? So the importance of reading positive quotes, which I have them all over the place, not just in this room. I have them all over the place. In fact, I have one sitting on my computer. I have them everywhere. Positive stuff everywhere around the house here. But long story short, what I'm trying to say is when you read something positive, it counters out that negativity, right? It completely eliminates it. So a lot of times, a lot of us go backwards when we're trying to reach a goal. Or sometimes maybe you go on tilt. Anybody here ever go on tilt? We get a 2 in the chat if you ever went on tilt, right? Get real quiet, you go on tilt. Those negative thoughts took over, right? So the more positive energy you have sitting around you, the more control you're going to have, right? So that's why I always emphasize it, guys. Try it. Write some positive quotes. Put them all around you. I have them like, even if I go to the bathroom, and they're not like in plain sight, but they're in certain places. You know, I got a quote I gotta read, right? If I go to my fridge, there's a quote I gotta read, right? So making yourself, it kind of trains you to say something positive all the time, right? Thanks for all the positivity talks, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Cool Ninja. Good morning. How long have you been putting those positivity quotes all over the place? Not too long. Maybe like 2 years. But before that, I was still, I do my gratitude every day. And gratitude is one of the most powerful, I can tell you from experience of trying to learn how to manifest something and completely failing at it. And feeling like it's never going to happen. I can tell you from experience, gratitude is the most powerful tool of manifestation. A lot of us, when we're in situations, we're thinking about, oh, I got to pay that bill. Oh, this, oh, that, oh, this. All those things keep you away. It doesn't align your energy. And one of the hardest things to do is to reprogram your mind. So you want to think of money in a positive way, right? If you thinking about bills or how much money you don't have and stuff like that, when you think of lack, that energy sits there. You sit in lack energy, right? So you got to play like a game with yourself. You got to trick yourself. Anytime you think like that, you got to counter it with something positive. Counter it with something positive, right? You got to be in awareness. You got to catch yourself like, oh, shoot, I had those thoughts again. Okay, let me say something positive, right? And you can say it to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud. Or you can say it out loud. Or you can just do some gratitude, right? If you catch yourself having those feelings towards money, say, oh, shoot, I'm doing that thing again. Okay, let me do some gratitude. I'm grateful for this. It could be the same things, guys. But it's super powerful. Super, super powerful. So that's why they tell you to, when you're working towards your goals, you want to be so busy that you're just so tunnel visioned and focused on it that you're not worried about your outside circumstances. You get what I'm saying? You're not worried about how you don't like where you live. You're not worried about how you don't like your car. Yes, exactly. Yep. It trains you for automatic positive thoughts. Yep. So yeah, when you place them all around, you're training yourself to always look for something positive to say. So that when you're out and about and you catch yourself doing it, you're like, oh, okay. Let me counter that and say something positive, right? Like I said, guys, you can say the same things. It works. Sometimes that's easier for people. I may take a chance at this one. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about some possible sells here. But how far are we? 97 points. Oh, NASDAQ sometimes, sometimes it's just not setting up in the prettiest way. That's all. That's my only issue. It's like, why are we setting up like this? We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Maybe we may pretty steep stop loss. $191 would be very interesting. 191 points. Maybe even further than that. Maybe even further. One. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Maybe I may be bold today. 263. Am I crazy? I see potential. Okay, 263 may be a little bold. Maybe 190. 190, 740, 740, 750. I'll go for it. So this one's a little risky. I'm gonna go in with some low risk for the first trade here. Call me crazy, but I'm thinking I can get some pretty hefty points here. I'm thinking we may pick up some steam. TP1's gonna be this area. It's 82 points. Again, small risk. See how it goes. Maybe the next trade I'll go in a little higher. Giving it a go, seeing if we can break out of this chop. Well, TP1 will be 82 points. TP2, the 190's got to be like a TP12 day, right, chat? What are we thinking? TP12? I mean, 190 points is pretty ambitious. Let me see my stop loss. My stop loss is up here. Okay, let's see if we can push through. I don't mind us coming back up here. But if we come back down and push through 920s, 900s, maybe I'll add and move my stop loss down. Trying to see where I want to put this. A little better, right? A little cleaner. Gratitude changed my life. Writing your blessings down or speaking them out loud every day brings more blessings. Absolutely. Changed my life too. Changed my life too. Completely. Like a complete 360. All right, see if we can make a top wick here and push down. I'm gonna add, and I'll move my stop loss down too. All right, I'm adding to this, and I'm gonna move my stop loss down. Where are we moving it down to? $48. Move it down to 48. And I can't grab it. No. Discard that. Not 48. 60. What is that number? 65. I'm sorry. 65. It's just slightly down. It's not too far down. Alrighty, NASDAQ. If we can get a flush to 900, I'm gonna move it down to Maybe 26, but we'll see. We'll see. We should be able to flush these lows here. I'm looking for 890s for us to pick up some steam here. Still no trading zone? Awesome. Yeah, follow your rules, guys. Make sure you guys are following your rules. If it's a no trade zone for you, stick to your rules. That's what you should be doing. Absolutely. Remember, everybody is trading their own strategies. Everybody should be sticking to their own rules. Let's see, this changed to 77. That changed to 186. 77. 186. All of 4 points.
Perfect.
I tell you what, the TP12 type of day. Any recommendations for brokers to trade MNQ? My recommendation is to do some research and choose it based on your comfortability, because it's going to be different depending on what country you live in. I know everybody here is in different countries, so yeah, that's really going to depend on where you're living. Different for everybody, but just takes a quick Google search. Nasdaq said, I'm just gonna chill here. All right, there we go. Now we're seeing 930. I want to see us come down to 400s. We should be able to pick up some steam and get that flush. TP12 going for 186 points for the final hold here. Again, make sure you guys are following your rules. I follow my rules. You guys follow your rules. Follow your rules. Good time to cover my eyes and do some squats. Oh, I thought you were gonna say close your eyes and sell. But yes, this is a good time to get up, turn your back, to the screen, and do your squats, do your reps, But close your eyes and sell is what I would say. You guys know I love saying that, especially if it's an A+ setup. Look at it, chat. Chat, just don't even look at it. Just close. All right, chat. Close your eyes and sell. Here we go. Just don't even look at it, chat. Manifesting to be. Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry. Here we go. All right, chat. Close your eyes and sell. Here we go. Just don't even look at it, chat. Chat, just don't even look at it. Just close your eyes and sell. Short it. Don't even look at it. Look, I'm not looking at it. Close your eyes. Look away from the screen. Just let it go to 111. Don't look at it, chat. You know what? Don't even put a stop loss on it. Don't even put a damn stop loss on it. Just close your eyes and sell. When it's an A+, you just, we just close our eyes. I'm in. Let's go. We're about to hit TP1. Let's go, chat. Let me get a DROP in the chat. Let's get a drop. Can we get this trade to TP12? Can we get 186 points out of this trade? Real trading. No stuff. No fake stuff. No fluff. Let's go. About to hit 77 points. Let's go. We're up 70 points. DROP. Let me get a drop in the chat. Close your eyes and sell it. Them A+ setups come in clutch. TP1, let's go. Man, them A+ setups hit. All right. TP1, we got a little tap. All right. TP1 has been smacked. We're up 77 points. I'm going to go down to the 1 minute time frame. We may get a little bounce here. Why? We just took out these lows. So we may see price have a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a fit. If we're really heavy on the sell side, it'll just keep flushing. You know how NASDAQ can do. But we're not buyers. And you guys know how buyers are. They're super petty. So here come the buyers. Well, it's true, chat. It's true. If you trade NASDAQ, you know when NASDAQ is buying up, oh, there's no pullbacks. Where'd the pullback go? Where my pullback at, right? But when we're selling, oh, now we have a damn pullback. Oh, yeah. And here comes the buyers, right? You guys know how NASDAQ is. NASDAQ favorites. I'm calling you out, NASDAQ. NASDAQ favorites the sellers. Okay, this is a good all right, I'm gonna hold this. Let's see. Come back up to 900. Five-minute candle closes in 1 minute here. 1 minute. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put one of my contracts, I'm gonna split them. I'm gonna trail it right here in profit with one contract. Maybe a little higher. Maybe I'll wait a second, but I'm getting ready to trail it with one contract. And then I'll slowly move the other contract and trail. So you can see up here, we still got one contract at the stop loss. We got the other one right here. I split them up in two. Well, we're in two contracts, but I split it up 1 and 1. So trailing right here. Let's see if we can hold these 90s, flush it back to the 80s. Oh, there we go. 80s. Okay. Okay. I like it. I'd like it to come down to 850. And then I'll move my trail back down. Ideally, I would want to trail this at a TP1 if I'm holding. But I do feel like the buyers are going to come in pretty strong here. Alrighty, NASDAQ. Let's get a rejection at those 900s. There we go. 80s again. I want to see the 70s. See if we can get down to the 70s. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. 83. Close to the 70s. Come on. 80. Oh, it's all 79. Wait a minute. We want to see 70s here. Let's pick up some steam. There we go. 72, 71. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to trail my one contract right here. I'm going to leave the other one. The other one I'm going to put at break even. Risk-free setup. Let's see how this holds. We're going to try to hold till 186. Let's see if we can hit TP1 again. Buyers come in hot. Okay, there we go. One contract got filled. Last one we're going to put at break even. Ooh, tempting to add here. Tempting to add here. Let's see. The only reason I won't though is because it's a little more testier with the sellers. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna trail that top wick. All right, took some profits. Just holding this last contract. There we go. Back up 77 points. 80 points right now. We're up 80 points. Holding for 186. Think we can do it, chat. What's the predicts in the chat? We think we can do it? What are we thinking? Love the fire, guys. Thank you for the fire. Thank you for the W's. Took profit at 169 ticks. But was up 230 ticks. Add to Asian wins. Nice. Nice. You're up. Up on your second funded. Awesome. Is this your trade? Oh, is this trade your cushion day? Yes. Yes, because it's been a little bit of a slow month. I mean, yesterday's trade after stream was nice, but I feel like August, per usual, is going to be a little slower for me when it comes to getting setups. So, yeah, but then I also have a feeling we may sell off for the day. But also, I think they may stall sells for the day too because they're petty, right? When we buy, oh, we just take off. No mercy. But on a lot of sell days, a lot of times, it's just pullback city, you know? That's why I'm more vigilant when I trail it. It's not one of those sells where it's like, oh, just straight down. You know, sometimes you guys see, sometimes we have those sell days where we come straight down 100 and something points and we hold those pretty good. But today's a day where it can be really testy because the buyers are favorited. Hey, it's true, chat. The buyers, you know, the buyers are favorited in this market here. So, okay, I like this. I'm gonna trail it right here at 80. Trailing it at 50 points profit. Again, trailing my last contract. We took some profit already. I'm gonna trail this here. Probably should add. Maybe I'll add to this. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna move my stops and profit. Let's see. Let's see. I'm put one contract here. Nope. Nope. Hold on. One contract I'm gonna put right here. The other one I'm gonna put right slightly under this. All right, I decided to add to this. We already took some profit on it, so now I'm gonna see if I can get more money out of this. I was just up 100. Now I'm up 200 because I added to it, right? So we doubled up. Going for the hold. We're in the 830s here. I'm not a he, I'm a she, I'm a woman. Thank you very much. Alrighty. We're hanging around the 830s. I want to see us come down to 20. Figure we may get a bounce at 20s, but we're bouncing at. Oh, no, we did get to 20. My bad. Okay, we got to 25 and we're getting a little bounce. Okay. Let's see if we can hold it. Let's see if we can hold it. We can hold it. I'm going to trail it. I'm going to keep. I'm going to drag one of my contracts down here for 47. Okay, there we go. That one got hit, which moved my average price down. It moved my average price down, but I'm going to hold this stop loss here. Last contract. And I'm just going to hold the last contract here. I may actually add again. There you go. I'm going to add again. I'm just going to hold my stop loss here. All right. One last ad. Geez, my average price moved down, down, down. Right, though, we're up over 300. So I don't mind risking. What are we risking? Like 100? Don't mind. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah. So like I said, we're good. It's gonna be testy today. If it is gonna sell off, it's gonna be not as fluid as buys are, right? There we go, y'all. That was the trade. That was the trade. That's a W. Good morning, Wizzy. What's up, Wizzy? I'm gonna actually go back to the 5-minute. See. Maybe trade. Thanks, Cool Ninja. They're not going down without a fight, right? Yeah, never. Never, never. Here comes the buyers. Mind you, we're bouncing from 25. We went back up to 75, guys. The buyers got this up 50 points. I know it doesn't look like 50 points. It looks small, but this is 50-point bounce up. What the heck? From 25 to 75? It's crazy. That is so crazy. But yeah, like I said, they ain't going down without a fight. They're gonna make this chop city so people can get these cells. Let's see if it sets up again. I've been more than happy to get back in. But let's let the buyers have their fun. Here they come. Here they come, because they just can't resist. Better yet, the government pumps in some more money today. GG. Like they did yesterday. You're gonna see this thing turn all the way around. But we have some good potential for continuation here. Let me see. I'm back here. Oh yeah, we do have really great potential. See the 30-minute. Well, as much as I would love like a retest to get back in, like a little bit more of a pullback to get back in, hard to say that it's gonna do that. I'd prefer it to do that. It may do that though. Hey, these buyers, you're gonna see these buyers in NASDAQ. You see nothing like it. They're strong. So we may get a pullback. So I think I'd rather wait for a little bit more of a pullback to get back in. I'll be patient and wait for it. As we speak, there we go. We're up 50 points from this bounce. So, like I said, these buyers are no joke. Sometimes you gotta take a trade and walk away for 2 hours. You know. Body rolls. Oh, to the song? Yeah. Can we get the bears some crazy energy drinks? My NAS current price is 29.60. Is different from yours. Oh, are you on Forex? It could be because you're on a Forex chart. It could be because maybe you're using a different brokerage. Or maybe you're not signed in. Are you using the data? Because with features, you gotta pay for data. Or with prop firms, you know, you get a free license if you're trading on your prop firms, but make sure you're not delayed. Speaking of delays, news. I'm a little delayed announcing the news, but we did have some ISM services today. Again, back in the day, I used to have if you guys know, if you're OGs, the title of my stream used to be ISM services. But nowadays, it doesn't affect the market the same way it used to. ISM services used to be a nice fat candle, used to get in pretty good. Nowadays, market don't give a damn. But yeah, we had that news already. They came in slightly lower. Crude oil inventories was 18 minutes ago. They forecasted minus 1.5 million and the actual was 2.5. Very interesting. That's a big difference. Wow. Yeah, again, I'm delayed on that news, but we got Trump speaking today at 1:30 Eastern time. So, what time is that for me? That's going to be 10:30. Okay, we got 3 hours till Trump speaks, so we may have a longer stream today. Alrighty. That's going to be interesting. So if you're looking at my clock up there, it says, or in the middle, if you look, wait, this way. Look this way, you'll see my clock in the middle of the screen, right above my mouse. When that says 10:30, Trump will be speaking. Yes, today, yep. Today. Let's see if we can get a pullback here. Well, we got a little cushion on the day, so that'll be good for the next setup. Start off with a W, right? We started with a W. See about getting another W. Plan news is so weak now, right? Yeah, that's so funny, yeah. It's like, oh, now when I pay attention to news, now they don't want to react. While we're on the topic of news, while we're waiting for us to set back up again, let's take a little second and take a look. White House declassifies info on secret FBI probe into Trump's firing of Comey. More drama. Honestly, the White House is like a soap opera nowadays. Isn't it? There's so much going on. Did you guys see that Trump said that... Hold on, I gotta show you guys this. I gotta show you this. So he said, this was yesterday, the Trump will be completely open by tomorrow. Again, he said this yesterday afternoon. The Strait will be completely open by tomorrow. Don't fill up your tank today unless you have to. Gas should be down to $2.50 a gallon by Friday, Monday at latest. Don't hold your breath, chat. Do not hold your breath. Gas will be down to 250 cents. I'll be damned. We wish. We wish gas was $2.50 a gallon. We wish. But according to him yesterday, he's saying the Strait will be open by today. And don't fill up your tank. Man, our gas is like $4 or $5 a gallon. $5 and change. More than that in certain other places. More in the city, it's higher. It's like $7, $8. It's insane.
It's not very complex. We're talking about the Strait, the opening of the Strait, having it open literally by tomorrow. Completely open.
So, yeah. So let's see what ended up happening today. Senator pushes DOD to release probe of Iranian attack that killed 6 U.S. troops. No. Recent news. Okay, nothing has happened since 9:30 opening, y'all. So. All right. Is that going to be the pullback? Is this the pullback? I'd rather wait for this candle to close. Well, maybe it is. Is this the pullback? We're taking a little pause on our news chat here. We dumping? Yeah. I called these cells up here. We just got out of these cells. But thinking about getting back in. Candle's getting ready to close. All right, we got a minute and 35 seconds. Minute and 35 seconds till it closes. Okay, let's see here. UN writes chief alarmed by surge in executions in Iran. Strait of Hormuz deal does not foresee transit fees for ships. Iranian Foreign Ministry reports positive progress in the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, yeah, so not much. I'm waiting for this candle to close, and we just got an influx of volume. Holy, so much waiting for it to close. That's annoying. It just dropped 100 points. The 3-minute closed. It just dropped 92 points. Oh. NASDAQ, this is a 3-minute time frame. This ain't the 15-minute. Tired of this shit. Oh. Just check my Circle K app. Oh, not my chat, bros. You can't make this up. Oh, there it goes. My Circle K app here in NC. It's 373. Really? That's not bad. Well, I mean, that's bad. But, you know, us on the West Coast. Gas is quite pricey. On the West Coast. I'll take the 373 for sure. Whole ass, yeah. Ain't this some whole ass shit? Come on, I wanted to capitalize. Make me go in with 1 micro. Why did it close so huge? Why is this such a big freaking candle? It was the last one. Got a little bear flag here. Bear flag on the 1-minute vibes. Circle K has an app. That's funny. Honestly, yeah, I didn't even realize Circle K had an app either. People would be wrapped around the corner for gas for $2, right? They'd be storing it in jugs and whatnot. But that's what he said. He said by Friday or next Monday, gas will be down to $2.50. I wish. That would make me happy. I would love to see it. But I'm not going to hold my breath. And y'all shouldn't either. This war it's just been so much whiplash. We're doing this. Okay, now we're doing this. Now it's peace. Now it's not peace. Now it's this. Now it's that. It's like a ping pong match. So until it's completely peaceful, I just can't believe anything. You know? I just can't. Now, I know those who hopped into this candle as it was pushing down and probably got in at the bottom. They're probably like, what the hell? I told you guys, NASDAQ, with these sells, I told you these buyers are going to be really testy today. Buyers are very strong. That was a 45-point push up. Disgusting. Ridiculous. If you're just now joining us, good morning to you. How you doing this morning? We got into these cells at the top here. We got out over here. And I'm now looking to see if there's a way to get back in. So just being patient. I really would prefer a little bit of a higher pullback to get in. That would make me feel a little better with these sellers. I mean, with these buyers that just keep stepping in. Just keep coming. Let's see. We are at 855. I would love to see this go to 890s. Oh, I'm serious. I'd love to see 890s. It doesn't have to, but it would just, if it went to 890s and then came back down, for me, it would just be better. So, again, we don't always get what we want, but you know, that's what I would like to see. If I don't see 890s, we can always make a top wick here and reject and come down. That could be cool too. Actually, we may reject here. We may reject right here. I'm thinking we may actually, yep. They're making a top wick. I rest my case. We may reject here. Bipolar. Here it goes, chat. Here comes the bipolarness. By the way, if you've been enjoying this stream this morning, don't forget to click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Don't forget. Turn on those notifications. Got into a beautiful sell this morning. Let's see if we can maximize this day. Told you guys it's going to be a little testy. You just have to have wider stops today. Watching this very closely here. It's that 890s would be cool, but an alternative to that is if we get a nice wick on a candle. So let's see. I think we got a new 5-minute now. Yep, we got a new 5-minute candle. We're in the 60s. Got here late, Mr. Trade. All good, Hobby. I appreciate you coming back, though, Hobby. I really appreciate your time. So thank you so much. Hope you're having a great morning. Yeah, it was a nice one. Those of you guys who missed this morning trade, we got in over here. Took these cells down to this area. Right up here, got in. I'm thinking we have more potential to the downside, but as I mentioned to you guys, the buyers are gonna be hot today. So okay, there we go. See if we can make a nice steep wick here and come back down. I may like it. Or if we can come back up, like I said, and a little bit greater pullback, but I don't know how much greater pullback we're gonna have. We may have to settle for a steep wick. I like this. I do like this. We do have a cushion on the day. So may go in and size a little higher on this one. I'm gonna be patient here. Like I said, the buyers are very, very strong. I know we see the opposite when we're buying up. It's like, okay, where'd the sellers go? Want to see if we can time this as perfect as possible. So you're just sitting here. Don't you love it, y'all? I tell you, NASDAQ got people to impulse this one down because it came down heavy. All that to bounce up 80 points. I know people are sick to their stomach, especially if they're basing it off of the 1 minute. Like, where's that stop loss at, you know? Hey, Lynn, hope all is well. It's been a minute since I've been here. Welcome, JW Studios. How you doing this morning? Hope all is well with you, too. Appreciate that. Chat, we having a good morning, chat. Did we smile today, chat? Let's make sure we are smiling in the chat. Let's make sure we're smiling. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you smiled today. Let me get some 1s in the chat. Let's make sure we are smiling. I'm thinking about getting back into this thing. We got a cushion on the day. This is want to see something. Yeah, it was giving me like fib vibes. All right, I'm gonna get back into this. We got a W this morning. If you're just joining us, we're getting back in. I'm gonna size a little higher this time. Looking to finish out the rest of this for 81 points. I'm gonna put this on the 3 minute looks kind of cool. I may put it on the 5 though. So TP1, probably just do like a halfway point for this, maybe for like 40 points. TP2 would be what? TP2 would be 82, but we do have the potential to fill this for 119. Honestly, if we get 100 points, I'm cool on that. Where's 100? We may get a flush. 731. It's doable. 100 is doable. Let me see. Yeah, where are these wicks over here? 70s. 57. Oh, okay. 31 is a lot lower than these wicks. We can flush. We can flush. Let's see the 4 hour. 4 hour doesn't look. 503. 600. Maybe 600. Okay. Let's turn this back on. 100 points won't be bad. We're stalling it here. Let's see. We are at the 40s. Would like this to stay below the 70s. Well, below the 80s. Put this here for 82. All right, seeing if we can get back into this trade here. Just like us to stay out of the 80s. That's all. As long as we're out of the 80s, I'm cool. We're in the 60s right now. Last 5 minute ended up closing as a doji. 5 minute candle's got about 2 minutes left to its name. I don't want to see it break the previous high, so that's what I'm looking at right now. Looking at it to maintain that previous 5 minute high and stay away from the 80s. For 3000s, TP was 760s. Nice. Been a minute, Lens. Good to see you. CT, what's up, CT Gunlock? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Going for trade number 2 today, guys. We're going for trade number 2. See if we can get 2 W's back to back here. The buyers have been really hot today on these on this sell here. But I am looking at that previous 5 minute high. I really don't want us to break that. Sizing in a little more heavier on this one because we got a cushion from the first W. There we go, breaking that high. There we go in the 80s. Yeah, so I didn't want to break that high, and I didn't want to see this in the 80s. 2 things I did not want to see here from NASDAQ. Let's see. Got another couple seconds on it for me, and I may cut it. Just because it just did 2 things I did not want to see. Because with those 2 things, that means we're more on the buy side momentum, right? Buyers said, ain't nobody getting a sell-off today. For now, I'm kind of keeping my eye on those 90s. We're literally just sideways chop ranging here. The sideways chop action. There we go in the 90s. Yep. East Louise NASDAQ. All right, we spiked 91 and immediately got a sell-off. That was a big reaction. That was a huge reaction. That was like, I don't know if you could tell on TradingView, but I'm looking at Tradingviews. It was a really quick 25 points down the moment it spiked it. It was a little slow reaction on your side, but I'm looking at the Tradingviews side. It was really quick. Alrighty. Back in the 60s. Holy. Like I said, it was a quick reaction. It's looking like a liquidity grab here. What in the world, NASDAQ? Just favorite the buyers. Still don't trust it unless we get back down to the 20s. At this point, we can still be pushing up for a bigger pullback here. That's why I kept my risk at these highs here, because I'm just looking for a small continuation down. If it wants to do a bigger pullback, cool. But cut me out short. But let's see if we can get 2 W's in a row here. You're just now joining us. We got into these cells at the top, looking to get back into cells and see if we can get that continuation down to the next zone here. Got a cushion on the day, so went in with higher risk on this one. Usually as I do well, I just keep increasing that risk, depending on how the day is going. Alrighty. It's time to wake up, chat. We are 10 points away from the entry now. Alrighty. Let me see how we doing today, chat. How are we feeling? Did you take any trades today? Let me know. Are you in the green? Are you in the red? Are you break even? Where are you? How are we doing this morning trading? Or are you no trades today? Maybe some people no trades today. I don't know. Depends on your strategy, right? Let me know in the chat. Are you red? Are you green? Are you break even? Are you no trades? Is your account on life support? Is your account doing well? Are you about to get a payout? Are you close to a payout? Are you close to passing? Or maybe you just started a challenge. Did you start a brand new challenge? Let me know. Where are we at? Give me some details here. Let's see. I like to do a check-in with everybody. Need a bear's Trump candle right now. Drop through the floor. That's funny. Mixed. Okay, doing mixed. I'm in the green. Done for the day. Awesome. Okay, sounds good. I'll tell you what, we get 100 points out of this one. I am, you know, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it and we'll wait for Trump's speech. Alrighty, we're tapping that entry. There we go. Can we get the flush? So TP1 is for 40 points. I did not put a TP2, but TP2 is 82 points. I'll just put 40 so you guys can see it. All right. Can we win 2 trades in a row, chat? Can we get 2 W's? Let me get a drop in the chat. DROP. Let's see if y'all can activate that song. Can we get a drop in the chat? Can we get a DROP? Let's get a drop in the chat. TP2 is 81. Again, if it goes to 100 points, then it goes. All right, let's go.
We gonna shut him down. Y'all thought we killed him with the last one? Remix. DB, Diaz Brothers, Slow Rider, Homeboy, Pitbull, Live Alive.
Come on, let's get to the next zone. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got this, we got this. Thank you guys. I see you guys are hitting that like button, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for spamming up that like button. Remember, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe so you can come to these streams. We've been here a long time on YouTube. We got 5 years of trading consistency shown. 5 years. No fake stuff. You can't make anything up. Every loss, every win has been shown. 5 years of consistency live on record. a long time of consistency, ain't it? And record. Can't fake it. What happened to the music? Okay, there goes the music. All right, all right. Come on, TP1. We're up about 20 points. Looking for a little more than 20. I'm sorry. That was 25 points. Hey! Holy! That's what I'm talking about. There goes the flush. There goes the flush. There goes the flush. All right, I'm gonna move one stop to break even. The other one, I'm gonna try. Oh wait, I lied. Let's split these up. I'm gonna split up my 3 contracts into 1-1-1. Right, we got 3 contracts on. I'm gonna split them up. Alrighty. One I'm gonna put down there. These 2 I'm gonna keep together. Holy, that was something. Here comes the freaking buyers. Here comes the freaking buyers. Here comes the freaking buyers, chat. Jeez, that was a flush and a quick buy up. The last 2 contracts are right there at the entry. Will they survive? Will the last 2 contracts survive? Ah, there we go. At least we got one of them, though. Did I not call it, or did I call it earlier, like an hour ago, that the buyers were going to be super testy on these sells? Did I not tell y'all that? I told y'all, chat. I told you these buyers on these sells are going to be just a-holes. Let's see here, though. Let's see how we feeling about it. Question is do I want to get back in? But let's see. Might have been some news in that candle there. Was there news? No news. No news, just the flush. Just a flush. Yeah, let's see if this is just retested, because we didn't actually hit the zone yet, so we may still have some more room. Just being testy. I called it hours ago. I said if this sells today, it's just gonna be some testy sells. You know? NASCrack. Come on, NASCrack. I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna wait here. Buyers coming in hot. If we go down to the 1 minute, that bounce, it's 84 points. All right, though, chat. We're up on the day. We're calling things here. So far, the first trade was the best trade. Second trade, that was a little annoying. You know, the market freezes up there. You can't even close your trade. I think we're gonna go a little higher. We're hanging around the 840s. Let's see. Are we gonna sit here and we're gonna sit here for a couple minutes? Stepped away, came back to TP. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Are we building a top wick or what? What are we doing? If you want to go up, then go up. You know? Oh my god, chat, my coffee. Yeah, I forgot to get my coffee. I forgot. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. Let me... I made that, what, an hour ago on stream? Just give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Get that coffee. Okay, I'm back. Oh, no. Oh, we're going again? Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna get back in. I'm gonna get back in. Right on time. I got my coffee, chat. Hopefully we're doing well this morning. Everybody doing well. We're happy. We're smiling. We're thinking positive about ourselves. We're speaking positive about ourselves, I hope, in the chat. Everybody having a good day today? I know I missed some chats. Let me scroll up. Hobby said I didn't have the balls to take trades on my account. Okay, your account's on live support. I got you. Yeah, it's tough when it's on live support because you start your risk gets a little questionable, right? I'm going in with a tight risk on this one. Let's see if we can get a flush down here. We're at 812. I like that we're rejecting. We have a top wick rejecting those 20s. See if we can continue down here. Kind of stalling. With the stall NASDAQ. Stall for why? There we go. Let's reject those 20s. Beautiful. There we go. There we go. There we go. I want to see this. Well, 800 is kind of close, but I'd like to see 790. 780s would be beautiful. 780s, right where my cursor is. 780s. Right now, going for 62 points. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I just realized I'm in with 1 micro. I meant to put more on this. That's... Okay, let me see. I'm gonna double up on risk. I just added another position. I'm gonna add one more. Okay, we're in 3 contracts. 3 contracts deep. Already got a cushion on the day. So my average price moved down 4 3/4. So I'll move this down. So now going for 57 points. If we flush through my area, the bottom of this is 94 points. But let's see. Won't be mad at 94 points now. I'll take the 90. I'm thinking this is, let's see, 800 to... I'm thinking at least 70 points. I'm thinking at least 70. So what's that? The 30s? Down here? We'll see. You gonna look at 5-minute? I look at all the time frames. Well, not all of them, but... So I look at the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, the 1-hour, 30-minute, the 15-minute. My zones are on a higher time frame. And I execute on a lower time frame. So yeah, I trust my levels. My levels are from the higher time frame. You scalper or swing? More of just day trader. Just trade for the day. There are times when my trade takes a couple hours if I'm holding it for the day, but then there's times where I'm kind of in and out. It just depends on the setup. It really depends on the market conditions. You know? That's all. Market condition dependent. How long I'll hold something. So yeah, I don't categorize myself, and you guys shouldn't either. There's no need to categorize yourself. It's just trading. It's more of, are you a profitable trader or not? It really should be what it is. Okay, stopped out of that one, guys. No worries, no worries. We're up on the day. It's okay. Looking for a continuation down. Those who are new here, we don't get on here until learns how to trade. Yeah, thank you, CTG. Thank you. Yeah, if you, yeah, guys, don't tell not just me but any live streamer how to trade. You got to get your own stream, turn your camera on, take your trades, and do your strategy, right? You guys are trading your strategy. I'm trading my strategy. You got to remember, everybody trades different strategies. So, you know, your process works the way your process works. My process works the way my process works, right? My process has me living my dream life. Is your process have you living your dream life? If it does, amazing, awesome, congrats. I would never try to change your process. So don't come here and you know, you guys know what I mean. You get it, you get it. Okay. That was a pretty big bounce. This is getting a little too chopped for me. A little too chopped for me in this area. Kind of want to see the 15-minute. Yeah, we never broke those lows. I mean, I'm pretty close to it though. Let's see. One minute and this 5-minute candle closes here, y'all. We can ask questions to Lynn so we can understand. Yeah, of course, you can ask questions. Of course. Thank you, DD Vibes. Yes, I've been doing this a long time. Long time. But also, me doing this for a long time, that doesn't mean that mistakes don't happen either, guys. I am a human. You know, you're gonna make mistakes. Actually, if you are a profitable trader, then you know that you never stop making mistakes, right? That's something that you know. This, I'm thinking my stop loss was a little tight. My stop loss was above here. And look at this now. This is ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. So sometimes when we get chopped like this, I try to ignore the wicks in a sense, and I look at the way the candles are closing. And on a 30-minute, you're going to see, although we did close bearish below here, we're still rejecting this area, right? So in my opinion, it's still just being extra, stalling it out until I see otherwise. I still kind of see this stalling it out. Super annoying, NASDAQ. The World Class 9, what's up? What are we trading? Micro NASDAQ. Asking about the 1 hour breaker structure to the upside. Oh, one hour. Oh, did I miss that? 1 hour break of structure to the upside. I don't see a... Oh, let me turn this off. Okay, so 1 hour break of structure. I'm going to assume... Let me get my teaching tool. There it is. I gotta use this because if I draw on TradingView, my lines are gonna come back. Okay, let's use yellow. I'm assuming you're talking about this. When we closed above to the upside. Is that what you're talking about? Let me know. Is that what you're talking about? When we closed above to the upside, this one? Because the 10 o'clock candle, not even a top wick, just straight down, right? Straight down, back into this range. We kind of, well, clearly I can't draw. But if we draw a channel for this, right? After 9:30, the 10 o'clock candle closed back inside of this range. And we drove down to the bottom of this range, right? Okay, yeah, that's what you're talking about. Okay, perfect, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of times So years ago, when we closed above like this, you would see a continuation pretty smoothly. But nowadays, even let's say even if it does want to go up, it's very common. We may retrace, be a little extra, close above again, and then go. So this is a good lesson for different market conditions. The market conditions always change, and I talked about this years ago on stream. The market conditions change. Sometimes we have smooth closures where we close above on a higher time frame. We just continue. It's nice and smooth. That's how you want it to be ideally. But other times when the market conditions are a little bit more indecisive about direction, we kind of stall out these moves, right? We close above and then we don't have continuation and follow through. So yeah, that is based off market conditions. And the longer you trade, the better you get at identifying, okay, these are good market conditions. These are more ideal for my strategy. And then these ones aren't too ideal, right? The more you trade, you learn as a trader, since they always change, you have to capitalize on conditions that are good for your strategy and then conditions that aren't the best for your analysis or strategy. Usually you'll trade a little less, you risk a little lower. But the longer you trade, you'll be able to catch on pretty quickly. Isn't that support on 1 hour time frame? So let me pull it back. Well, it could be either or, right? It could be either or because you got to look left. If we look left, we're at these highs. I'm on the 1 hour here, but you see these equal highs? If I were to like drag that over, we just touch these highs, right? This is a strong resistance. Why is it strong? Because it's on a higher time frame. It has multiple touches. That makes it really strong, right? So when price hits a strong resistance on a higher time frame, you're typically going to get some pullback, right? We hit it here, we pulled back. We hit it this morning, we pulled back. It's very common. But some of that is because some people, a lot of traders have a strategy where they just take sells at resistance on higher time frames and they take buys at support. That's what Dakota does on Top Step. So I'm sure when it came up here, I'm assuming he probably had a sell order just waiting. So it's very common that a lot of traders just trade that way, right? So that's why you're always going to get that traction. But if we look on the 4 hour, watch this. Now watch this. If we look on the 4 hour and we draw a line at the top of these highs, I'm going to show you something cool. If I group these equal highs together, this is the highest one, ignoring wicks, right? When I'm drawing market structure, I ignore the wicks. I'm looking at the body. So I'm looking at the top of this body. So I'm going to draw a line for you at the top of this body. And then we're going to see if we actually closed above. Watch this. Hold on. It's if I draw a line, my line's going to come back. Okay, let's do this. Let's make it a level. We'll see. We'll make it yellow. We'll make it thick. Where'd it go? Okay, pay attention to the yellow line. Ready? Did we close above? No. Right? So a lot of times when you have a lot of highs like this, you want to look at a higher time frame, not the 1 hour, but go by the 4 hour. If we go by the 4 hour, we did not close above that yellow line. You see that? That's a little trick you can use. Merry Christmas. Write it in your notes. Write it in your notes. I'm trying to tell you, I've been doing this a long time. That'll keep you out of some fake outs there. Notice we spiked above it, but we didn't close above it, right? Which brings us to Exhibit A. Look at us now, right? As we talked about, we drive back down into that range. Love this Q&A. Yeah, you guys keep asking questions. I'll answer any market structure questions you guys have. You guys know how much I love price action. So yeah, great questions. Learned some things even though I didn't take a trade with you guys. Awesome. Yeah. And this over here, again, a little hard to see it because you gotta tilt your head to the left. It's like a sideways range, right? It's a channel. But the fact that we came back down and closed back inside of here, right? It's almost like we're taking out these highs, right? You ever hear of a double top liquidity grab? Two highs, boom, we take them out. Here we go. But now it's going to get tricky because this is not ideal the way they set up these supports here. But of course, on a higher time frame, I'm going to look at this support because it's lower, right? I don't care if we break through this. The question is are we breaking through this? Because if we're breaking through this, well, it looks like we're going to be coming down some, right? If we look to the left, we have some ways down to go. But it looks like we keep bouncing so far. We just keep on bouncing. Oh my goodness. All I wanted today was these continuation sells. Oh, frustrating, NASDAQ. Very frustrating. And those of you guys who are learning, if you learned how to trade in the last 2 years, I promise you, these market conditions, although they're not ideal, there are better market conditions than this. I promise you. You would have loved 2016, 2017 markets. It's nice and smooth. This is so extra and choppy and wicky, but you know, that's what happens. More people are getting into trading. Like a lot more people. So it's gonna get, you know, the volume's gonna go up and the fake outs are gonna go up. The wicks are longer. The extended choppinesses are longer. You know, everything is gonna be more and more and more. Fortunately. Okay, let's see. We got a new 15-minute candle. I do want to take another chance. I do, chat. I do. I'm gonna give this another go. I'm like, my thing was still on one contract, so I clicked it 3 times. So we're in 3 contracts. Let's give it another go. I trust my levels. You guys know I trust my levels. I'm targeting my level here. Or zone, I should say. This is a zone, right? This big square is a zone. My level is actually here on a higher time frame. So if we do push by this zone, I'll be surprised because it's a pretty big zone. Then I'll look at this level, right? So the cool thing about my levels and my zones, it makes it easier for me to grab TPs. I know I can look into this area for TP. I know if we flush through this area, I don't have to second guess. I know, oh, okay, this is on a higher time frame. All right. Giving it another chance. NASDAQ has been a little bipolar today. But hey, we've been on the sell side all day, right? We've been on the sell side all day. Let's see what we got. Just been trading for 6 months. Now all of us want to trade. We're messing up the market? No. That's funny. That's funny. But also, it's honestly more people trading is going to bring in more volume. But as far as the choppiness goes, that's more from what's going on in the world. So the choppiness comes from uncertainty. These markets don't like uncertainty, they like direction. And when we have a war going on, you know, gas prices get questionable, they fluctuate. The economy gets questionable. The economy is in a questionable spot right now as we speak. And with all those factors come into play, that brings uncertainty. So you ever hear overall the market's supposed to be going up, right? Overall, S&P, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, right? It's supposed to be going up overall, right? On a higher, from a long-term investor standpoint. That's ideal. That's in an ideal world where we have a booming economy. We're slowly growing as an economy, as tech grows and everything grows, right? But right now, things aren't going too smoothly. You know what I mean? So when that happens, it brings in a lot of uncertainty. Alrighty. My entry is at 804, right above the 800s. Right now, I'm thinking at least 50. I'm on the 15-minute. I'm sorry. Thinking at least 50 points. So I'm going for 55 points. My level is at 749 and a quarter. That's what I'm going for. If I were to get a 100-point flush, amazing. I'd be happy with that too. But 55 points, I'll be cool with that. This market's being so testy. Come on, 55 points. Be nice and patient with this one. We're gonna let this one rock. Remember, guys, Trump is gonna be speaking a little less than 2 hours. It'll be an hour and 40 minutes. Oh no, hour and 10 minutes, right? Am I tripping? No, hour and 40 minutes. I was right the first time. Hour and 40 minutes. Trump is gonna be speaking, y'all. So do be careful in an hour and 40 minutes. As you know, things can happen. Think it will reverse now? Well, I hope not. I hope it reverses after my trade's done. Why, are you hoping for it to reverse? I mean, if you're in buys, then I understand. I guess it'd be different, right? If you're in buys. I completely understand. But I'm just looking for 55 points. We can get 70 points out of this. Real happy with it. Real happy. 70 points would be... Okay, right around here. Right in the middle of this, 735. This would be 92. 100 is 704. Let's go, NASDAQ. Let's get these 55 points. I just realized I got this spoon in here. There we go. Alrighty, we should get this flush. Let's go, chat. Trade number 3. No, trade number 4. Trade number 4. That's good coffee. That's some good coffee, chat. Made that coffee good this morning. All right, everybody. Let's see. One more drop, please, right? Big gap fill from Monday to the downside. I haven't seen you in ages, Linz. I see that you're still going strong. Happy for you. Thank you. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. Is it Reclamera? I'm so sorry if I pronounce you wrong. I'm so sorry. You can tell me how to pronounce it though. But thank you. I hope you're doing awesome. I hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. Alrighty, let's get this flush. Who dare goes against me? Who dare goes against me? All y'all telling me this is a buy today. Ah. How could you do that? How could you? May have to put y'all in the courtroom. I ain't lying, chat. I'm not lying. Quick question, you only trading micros? Yes. Yep. Micros. We're in the courtroom now. I need my judge ballot. I need that real quick. We'll get back to our legislation in a second, chat. All right, testy NASDAQ. You know, we're being extra as hell. We are being extra as hell. I'm gonna just hold this one. I'm gonna close my eyes, chat. Close your eyes and sell. In fact, I think we're gonna play a chess game while we're waiting on this one. May just play a chess game. We did come down to the 80s. I did like 80s there. We bounced in the 70s. I want to see us flush back to the 60s would be amazing. If we can get in the 60s, would love to see that. But right now we're in the 80s. See if we can get down to the 60s. 79, okay. Let me see 75. Ooh, 75, hey. 75, okay. 76, 75. Let me see 70. 73. 74, 75. Let me see 70. 75. Stop playing. Stop playing. Got a strawberry Dunkin' iced coffee. It's giving chemicals. I asked for coffee milk and I don't think they put in. Wait, it's giving chemicals. Wait, what does that mean? It's giving chemicals. Wait, what's that mean? It's giving chemicals. That's hilarious. It's giving chemicals. Yo, y'all are funny, chat. It's giving chemicals. Who's new to the stream? Welcome, welcome. This is trade number 4 on the day. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you're new to the stream. I want to say hello to you. Don't be scared. I promise you, this is one of the nicest communities. One of the nicest trading communities you will ever see. We got the best chat in the world. I promise you. We literally have the best chat. Welcome if you're new. Been live trading before the prop firms. We've been up here on live accounts for a long time. Before it was popular to stream, we've been here for years. As far as YouTube, I've been live trading on YouTube for 5 years straight. You have 5 years of consistency, live record. 5 years, real data. There we go. TP, chat. TP's been smacked. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to sell 2 contracts. Oh, no, I just added. My bad. I just added. I'm actually going to close it. I pressed the wrong button, but there we go. All right, trade number 4 on the day. Beauty. Like I said, I trust my levels. I trust my zones. It was very, go back. It was very chopped. Super annoying. It came down and it faked out. We were in this one too. Caught a little profit on that one. And there goes the flush. There it goes. There it goes. I closed the trade though, as you guys saw. It tastes artificial. That's funny. Tastes like chemicals, not coffee. Yeah, that's scary. You guys start making it at home now, I guess. You know? You're still short. Nice. It's a bear flag as well, guys. Who dare goes against me in the chat? Y'all was out here questioning me selling today all morning, man. All morning. The entire morning, I'm getting questions about why I'm selling. I need y'all to step to the front. I need y'all to step to the front. I'm being serious. Welcome to the courtroom. All right. On a serious note, Trump will be speaking soon, y'all. We'll be speaking very, very soon. An hour and a half. Then can I say something? I think why I like your live trades so much is because you laugh easily, get a cute smile and laugh. Thank you. What's the most you made in a day? Are we pocket watching? We pocket watching. The feds. Watch out for the feds, chat. The feds is watching. Y'all know the market makers are watching my stream. It's all jokes, guys. It's all jokes. Wow, we actually flushed to the bottom of this. I'm a little to the bottom. Another 30 points we could have had. It was another $200. That's okay. That's okay, guys. You know, overall, I'm happy with our trading. If you were here with us in the morning, we started our first group of sells up here. Try to get into another sell over here. Tried one more time over here. Took a small loss on that one. And got back in here. So 4 trades. 3 out of 4. Not too bad. The sells made sense to me. Thanks, player. Yeah, let me draw this bear flag for you guys. I mean, you can see it on the 5-minute, right? You guys could see it. It's just the bear flag. Right? It's a little slanted. Let's see it on the 3-minute. All right? You guys can see that bear flag? Just like basic stuff. 1 minute. It's a little... looks a little more choppier, but I think the 3-minute shows it pretty decently. Why do you only trade micros? Does it pay as much as normal? So let me see how I want to answer. I want to answer this question a certain way because a lot of people ask this question. Well, a lot of new traders always ask, how is their money in micros? So let's go back to the principle of money. When you're trading, right, and you're risking per point, the reason why I trade micros is because I had to size down because my stop losses are no longer 20 to 30 points. On average, you guys go back to the old streams, my stop loss was always 20, 30 points on NASDAQ. TP was still 120 points, 120 to like 140 points on average. That was a typical trade for me, right? But now my risk is what? 100 with this volume. The same setup is 130 point risk. It's ridiculous. Right? So my stop loss has increased tremendously. So that's why I trade with micros. Also, With micros, you can size into your positions, you can add into them. I can take partials a lot easier. I can risk better. If I have a loss, like if I start out in the red, my losses are small. So it's easy to manage. And I will always preach micros to you guys. I've been preaching micros to you guys since the beginning of time. Easier to manage. So if you're trading minis just for money, then that says your mindset is focused on the money, right? You guys have seen me last year when people were talking about how, oh, micros don't make no money. What do you guys see last year? 8K day, 5K day, straight micros. Well, where's the people who was talking 5K days, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, there's money in everything, guys. It's not about the money, it's about how you're trading, right? Because you could have a great strategy, but maybe your discipline is bad. So you ain't making no money trading, right? You know what I mean? Or you could have great discipline, but maybe you're not trading a high profitable strategy, right? So the money is really irrelevant. It's really you. How are you doing? How's your accuracy in trading? Because it all adds up, guys. One's in the chat if you ever had a $300 day. One's in the chat. I'm sure everyone's going to put a 1 in the chat. Whether you're doing a prop firm challenge or personal account, whatever. One's in the chat if you ever made 300 on a trade. Who's ever done that? Let me get some ones in the chat. Let me show you something so simple. This is how you know that you all can do this. Now, this is just potential, guys. Obviously, we're not counting losses, but let's say you have 5 prop firm accounts, 5 funded accounts, and you do $300 a day times 5. That's $1,500 in a day, guys. People aren't making that at their 9 to 5, right? Just by focusing on $300, you can make $1,500 in a day. It's 20 trading days in a month. Hypothetically, obviously, there's going to be losses, but I'm just saying the potential, right? You have the potential to make 30K in a month from 5 accounts just by going for 300 a day. You have that potential. That's somebody's salary, guys. Just think about that. Just $300. I'm not talking about your 1K day or 2K day. I'm just talking about $300, guys. Just 300. So that goes back to, can micros make money? I mean, just break it down, right? Just break it down. Again, potential. Obviously, there's going to be losses, right? But I'm just saying, just go for 300 and be done. 300, lock out. 300, lock out. Pass an account. Use the payout and grab 4 more or 2 more, whatever, you know, max out with your 5, right? Use the payout, buy more. Do the same thing. You know? Now, if we were to multiply this by 12 months in a year, it's 360K potential by just going for $300 a day. Again, I'm not counting losses. I'm just talking about potential. But just think about that, guys. A lot of people think that their $200 days are small or their $300 days are small. That's incredible, guys. That's incredible. You should give yourself a pat on the back. The reason why you think you're not doing enough is because you're comparing yourself to people who you think are successful. Let me say that one more time. The reason why you think you're not doing well is because you're comparing yourself to people you think are very successful at this. All these people showing you materialism and none of them can show you the skill. Right? To make you feel like you're behind. You're not behind, guys. You're not behind. So keep it simple. It's the best advice I will ever give you is to keep it simple. Seriously. Keep it simple. Turn your big goal into small goals. You will achieve it much more quicker, much more faster. I promise you. You know, 100K a year, let's just say you have that as a salary. Most people don't make 100K a year from their day job. What, 8,000 a month? Okay, 8,300 a month. You got to make 8,300 a month to make 100K a year. Again, most people do not make that from their 9 to 5. So if we divide that up by 20 trading days, that's $416 a day, guys. So when you're trading and your total profit for the day is $400, you are surpassing most people. You know what I mean? So again, when you have these $400 days, you should be excited. Okay? You should be super excited. Don't stop playing yourself, right? Don't downplay what you're doing. What you're doing is incredible. It's amazing. You have the potential to make a 6-figure salary off of trading. That's incredible, guys. So the next time you have a $200 win, a $300 win, a $400 win, I want you to think to yourself, dang, I just made more than somebody who's working all day, right? Really put that into perspective. You got to change the way you think. You must change your way of thinking. Your mindset that has you broke is not the mindset that's going to get you rich. You must change your way of thinking towards money. And I promise you, people always ask, well, how long does it take? When you start changing your mindset, it's like, it's quick. How's up, right? You can go from blowing accounts to next month, you pass, you get a payout. And then the following month, you pass more and get an even bigger payout. You know? It can happen that quickly. I did make a, what was it, like a 3-month plan for everybody? I gotta find it, but maybe I'll redo it if you guys want to download it and follow it. I think it was from 0 to was it from 0 to 20K in payouts or 0 to 30K in payouts, chat? Does anybody remember? I made a blueprint for you guys to follow. So you go from 0 to getting paid 30K. Does anybody remember? Do you guys want that plan? I gotta find it. Let me see. Hopefully I still have it. If I don't have it, maybe I'll make a new one for you guys. But let me know in the chat. Is that something you guys would like? So you can fill out your sheet and it'll help you stay on track for your goals, you know. Please, Key Soccer Mom said, please. Let me see. Where is it? 10K to 100K. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Oh, I think it's 30K plan. 30K. Let's check this out. I'm waiting for Trump to speak. Okay, forgive me because I haven't looked at this in over a year. But that's a bar. The mindset that has you broke won't be the mindset that gets you rich. I'm telling you guys from experience. I had to change the way the moment I changed the way that I think, and I changed my perspective, and I stopped listening to people on the internet and stuff like that. When I say stop listening to people on the internet, I mean stop listening to people who are flashy on the internet. I listen to people who aren't flashy on the internet. When I say that, you know, guys, I learned my knowledge from those who are successful. It wasn't overnight, you know. You guys can't see my books, but I got a lot of books about mindset and, you know, going from 0 to hero, you know. I learned a lot, and it is true. It's true. All the knowledge is out there. You just need to learn from people who've actually done it. You know, people have a lot of knowledge. You listen to those people who are actually doing it, you get very far. Okay, I found this. I have no idea. Let me zoom in. Again, forgive me because I don't. Okay, what does this say? Week 1, your goal is to pass. Okay, let's say, for example, 50K evals. So this is based off of it taking you 2 weeks. So in 10 days, right? Monday through Friday. Let's read this. So on Monday, you're going to check off. You stuck to your rules. You could take 1 trade. Make 300 or more. Okay, so the goal is to make 300 or more. I may change this to take 2 trades. But your goal is to make 300 or more. You make 300 or more, you lock out. You make 300 or more, you lock out. By the end of the week, what is that, 1,500? That's halfway there, right? Same thing. Again, this doesn't count losses. But I can expand this out to a 4-week plan, if that makes it easier, guys. But this is just based on making 300 a day and locking out. Within 2 weeks, you pass your funded account. Just one of them. So the next week, this was for the accounts with buffers, but the next week, your goal is the same thing. 300 more, 300 more, 300 more, 300 more, 300 more, payout. You get paid. When you get paid, you want to invest that into 4 more evals. Again, guys, I got to change this around, but as you invest it into those evals the next week, you'll see it takes time. This is week 5. You know, you're working on those evals, but you're copy trading. So while you're working on those evals, you're building up another payout in the one account that's passed. Another 2 weeks go by, you pass those 4 evals. Now you got 5 evals that are passed, and one of them qualifies for a payout. Up to you if you want to take your second payout. I recommend it. There you go, payout number 2. Okay, so now you got 5 accounts. So now by week 8, you got 5 accounts, 300 more, 300 more, 300 more. Now this is when the magic starts working. Because now when you make 1,500 in a week, 1,500 times 5. So in a week, you made 7,500. Get that payout, right? And then from week 9 and beyond, week 9 to week 12, you're going to be trading, you know, trying to go for 7,000 a week, 7,000 a week, right? You know what I mean? But again, I'll have to fix this up so that it makes more sense. But does that make sense, guys? Is that what I said? Not what you visually saw, but what I said. See how I'm having it take time? It's not, oh my God, you hurry up and do them in 2 weeks. No, it took you to like week 9, which isn't bad. It's like 2 months. 2 months, 2 months and a half. But quickly, you can see how quickly it starts piling on, right? You start making 7,000 a week. I didn't count the profit split though, so let's say you're getting 80%. What is that? 5,600? Let's get the calculator. 1,500. Well, a little over 5,600. Let's see, 80%. Okay, 6,000. Okay, so 6,000 after the profit split. So you get 6K a week. In 4 weeks of doing 300 a day, that's 24K. So yeah, it's about right by week 12. But again, that goes back to you're doing the same thing. And they always say, don't fix what ain't broken, right? What got you to success, you want to repeat it, right? You want to repeat that. A lot of people, they pass, they get the funded account, and they get so excited to get a payout because they're human. It's fine. It's normal. They start going against the rules, right? Because they get excited to get paid, you know? You want to stick to what you got, right? Stick to going for 300. Don't change it. Go for 300. Go for 300. Go for 300. You see? And look at how quickly you can transform from blowing up accounts to, okay, let me just trade 1. Let me give myself a month. Okay, I pass. I get a payout. Okay, let me invest that money and let me get 4 more. Okay, I pass. I get a payout. Within 2 months, you finally hit your goal of having 5 funded accounts. You could have a 20K month, right? Of course, there's going to be losses, right? But in that, when I talk about limiting yourself to 2 trades a day, right? Sizing down 2 trades a day, you know, you should minimize losses, right? Because if I give you 2 trades a day, you're going to be stricter on your trades, right? Now you're going to be stricter, as you should be. Be picky. Okay? Be picky. What's up, Ty? Good morning to you. 200 from passing today, and I blew my accounts. So dumb. I'm so sorry, Ty. But don't call yourself dumb. Please don't call yourself dumb. I know it feels like probably feels like a gut cut to the chest. I know. That's tough. But I will tell you, it's okay. Because it just tells you what you need to work on, right? You got to work on discipline. And next time you feel that way, just lock it out. I always say when you start to contemplate, lock it out, then make the decision. Because then you go take trade, you already locked it out, right? But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to you. It's okay though. It doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that you felt the emotions that we've all felt before, right? Normal feeling to get as a trader. So I don't want you to be hard on yourself. I know it sucks. But I'm here to tell you that is a part of the journey. It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, right? You got this. You got it. It's all right. Just a little reset. Minor setback, right? Minor setback to a major comeback. Trader Santa, good morning. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in a while. Hello. How you doing? Why is this calculator on my screen? I just realized it was still there. What the heck? Yeah, guys, it's okay. I want you guys to talk positive about yourself. I know you feel that. I know it's easy to call ourselves dumb or say we did something dumb, but just say, you know what? I know I wasn't supposed to do that and I did it anyway. Let me work on my discipline. You know what you should do? This is a good day, especially if you blew up your accounts like that. Nature. Very healing. Extremely healing. Go for a walk or run. I really recommend a run. If you can go running. I promise you it'll help you. Start your workout a little earlier today. Go to the gym. Let's see, what's our time? Trump is speaking in 1 hour, chat. I'm thinking about playing some speed chess while we wait for him to speak. A little bit of speed chess while we wait. It's getting a little cold in here, low key. It's getting a little cold. Oh my goodness, it is getting cold. I gotta turn off this air, chat. Hold on. Why did my camera go that way? Okay, let me turn off this air. Time for crash out chess. Alrighty. Speed chess it is. I'm on the 3 minute. Let me put this on the 5 minute. I should put a text up here so people know, huh? Waiting for... Actually, I'm not going to put a text. I'm going to let it be. Right, I gotta sign back. Why I gotta keep signing in? They updated this. Gotta keep signing in every time. I think we're gonna play a tournament. That should bring us to where we need to be. Let me just get these dogs, chat. Sorry about that, chat. Okay. Time for crash out chess. Waiting for Trump to speak. Who's ready for this? Hopefully there's no trolls, because you guys know some people just be trolling in these tournaments. They're trolls. And yes, we're going to play against real people. Hopefully I don't rage quit. Who thinks I'm going to rage quit today? One's in the chat if you think I'm going to rage quit. 2 in the chat if you think I got it. All right. This tournament started 4 minutes ago. All right, here we go. We got 1 minute timers, y'all. 1 minute. One minute timer here. Oh my God. This is see, I need to practice, chat. I really haven't played in so long. And I'm making some really questionable moves. I mean questionable. Super questionable. Oh my goodness. What? I hate to do that, but I did it. I don't know why I did that. Why I do that? Why I do that? Why did I do that? Oh my God, I got 6 seconds. I got stuck there. I didn't know what to do. We took an L on the first one. All right, let's start a different way. We got 0 points in this tournament so far. Damn, slow down. Damn, I can't even think. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like I said, ridiculous. So bad. Oh my goodness. Hello, please. Do you have class? Class for what? Chess class? No. Uh, yeah. If you guys joined, we took 4 trades here, just waiting for Trump to speak. Oh my God, I'm doing so bad today. In chess, great trading, bad chess. Can't make this up. That's annoying. Mm. Yeah, get that up out of here. Wait, was there a free queen or am I tripping? Yeah, I'm tripping. I just gave up my queen. Oh my God, I'm gonna rage quit. Resign that. Holy chat. What the hell? Look at the market shooting back up here. We got the market shooting up. Can't even get a checkmate today. In fact, I can't even get a good setup with this chess today. Holy. I'm going for that center piece. Interesting. Interesting. What? Take my rook. Oh goodness, I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. Ran out of time. Oh my goodness, I ran out of time. Okay, let's check back in with these markets here. Did you just join us? We just took this sell off here. A great trade. Looks like we bounced up in the meantime. 85 points. Now we're retracing off of this zone again. Gave you guys the warning that the buyers were going to be really strong today if we try to go for sell-offs. We still went for our sell-offs though, but look at these buyers. Amazing. It's just amazing how they always maintain some type of strongness here. See what this is looking like now. I'm wondering if we're going to continue down from here. This could be an interesting spot to continue back down again, but extend it. And maybe even go past this area to this level I have here. But it is also... We'll see. We'll see how this closes. Eyes are looking real strong here. How we doing though, chat? How we doing though, chat? Appreciate everybody's patience here. We got Trump speaking very soon. Around this time, the volume does start to slow down in the market just a little bit. Just a little bit. How we doing though, chat? Who's still here? I'm gonna get a one in the chat. Who's still here? 4 trades today. We're doing well. We're doing very, very well today. Playing a little chess while we're waiting here. Look at this candle now. Yeah, we may continue down. It's in a tricky spot because it's in between that zone, you know? Oh my god, I just wasted 5 seconds. Oh my goodness. It really targeting my pawn. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. You can take that. I don't really care. Take it. Take it or back up. That's what I thought. Back the hell up. I think we both don't have a good placement like we want. Yeah, no choice but to take it there. Got a free pawn. Not no more. Let's move this out of here. Okay, this game is just all over the place. Lost on time. Go again, chat. Losing on time is killing me. Oh my goodness. Fuck. Losing on time is truly killing me. Back it up. We done pushed forward pretty good here. Go here. Add some structure. Go here. Let's push up. Go here. My god, I'm running out of time again. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. No. No. I ran out of time. Okay. But yeah, like I said, we're in a little bit of a tricky spot here. Right now, we're just in between this area. So gonna be a little bit more difficult to figure out direction here. Looks like we just kind of want to sit here. Maybe it wants to sit here till he starts speaking. That's a possibility. We got less than an hour. We got about 50 minutes till that speech starts. Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, see, this area is gonna be a little ping pong area, you know, so it's gonna be interesting. Just gonna move it over a little bit. All right, let's play another game here. Oh, this person's moving fast. Oh, we're moving fast. Oh, we're moving real fast. I'll back up. Okay. Do that too. And I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll keep that there. I didn't take it. Let's see. My goodness, I got 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Today is just run out of time day, y'all. It is run out of time day. All right. Still in the same 15-minute candle. We got 4 minutes till this 15-minute candle closes here. Not too much going on. Let's see what we got going on the Twitter space. Any prop firm updates, chat? Anything new? I don't see anything. I really don't, honestly. Let's see. Let's see who had earnings today. These are earnings before the opening bell, so already was reported. Shopify, Uber, Flutter, Lily. What's Lily? Capri, Claire, EOS, Walt Disney, Circle, Avnet, Shark / Ninja, Fresh Pet, CVS Health. All these big sharks here reported their earnings today. We got Honda. A lot of big names. Big names. Remember, it's earnings week. So. Other than that, I don't see anything. I am keeping my eyes sharp for Arkine, Tradingviews' new platform, because you guys know I'm super excited for that to come out. I love trying new trading platforms. So I'm keeping my eyes open because they did say something's coming in August. So I'm wondering if they're going to launch it in August. Do you always have chess game plan, or you just go with the flow? So if I'm playing classical is normal chess where it's long form game. Yes, I have a game plan in a sense, but the level that I'm at in chess, you don't typically get there. Typically like midway through the game, it's kind of like you kind of come up with your game plan as you go. But yeah, at my level, if I'm playing a beginner, I can have a game plan. But if I'm playing somebody at my level, once you get to the middle game, the game plan is out the window. You develop it as you go. Every game's going to be different. And that's why it's more difficult when the levels go up, which makes it interesting. What is this? Rafting guide falls out into the water. Think trading somehow like chess? Yeah, yeah. Yep. It is very similar to chess. I wrote an article about it last year. I gotta find that article I wrote. But I did write an article about how it's literally so similar to chess in the sense of yes, you have a strategy, but it depends on market conditions, right? So when you play against people in chess who are higher level than you or your level, they start to study openings. So chess gets deep. So they know, so there's counters to every opening. So people know how to counter your moves. And when someone knows how to counter your strategy, oh, it changes very quickly, right? It's kind of like market conditions, right? You got to adapt and adjust, you know? So, and also, you don't just rush to checkmate, you know, it takes time to get a checkmate, depending who you're playing. So, a lot of people beginners like to bring their queen out nice and early. If you're playing against somebody experienced, it's going to be a mistake. They're going to make you pay. They're going to make you pay for doing that. So, bring your queen out too early. But yeah, very similar to trading. Let's see this. This is some rafting incident where I guess it says the person controlling it fell out. Right here. The instructor fell out. Oh. No, zero survival skills. They're all just staring at each other. Somebody take over, right? So if we fast forward, that instructor's trying to help them, but he's trying to do his own thing. But check this out. Wait for it. Boom. Look at that. So yeah, when I said what in the world earlier, I was watching this on the side. So yeah, the instructor, W instructs. See, this is the type of trainer slash instructor I want. Dedication. He got out the water, ran down here, saw a break, and then he jumps back in. Boom. He needs a raise. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. You chat when you're trying something dangerous, those are the type of people you want. Yep. Crazy, I just started playing chess last night, and then you pop up in my algo. Play chess and trading is meant. Beautiful, Anita. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. You know, things happen like that sometimes. Sometimes it's as a confirmation, right? But yeah, I gotta get back into my classical chess. Those are longer games, so yeah, I have a higher win rate at longer games because I'm sitting there and I'm concentrating on my move, you know. Sometimes I go play in person. But the place I go to, everybody's like really, really high levels. Like the place I go to, their elos are double mine. Double my level. But it's good though, because you know, you learn, right? You learn. Um but yeah, sometimes I go to some chess groups, we play in person. We kind of like take over like these cute like coffee shops or like cafes. You know, you can grab some coffee or a drink or something. You know, you can meet new people, but really you're there to play chess. So when you're done with your game or if you're waiting on a game, you can walk around and look at other people's chess games, you know. But those games, they take a while. The last time I went, we had a game take 2 hours and a half. I did win, by the way. This guy was double my level. And I had a headache after. I think I was using all my brain power. 2.5 hours. The game was so good. It was so good. And once we got towards the middle part of the game, we were equal. it was a 50-50. The majority of the game was 50-50. So, you know, we had times where we're like, all right, let me get up and let me go get another cup of coffee, come back, still waiting for him to take his turn. Get up, go walk around, look at other people's games, come back, still waiting for him to take his turn. And then same thing, when it was time for me to take my turn, you know. He was waiting for me. So, yeah, our game got so good that sometimes it took 20 minutes to make a move. Then I think NASDAQ will drop back down from the level because of the previous breaker structure. I think it's got a good chance of continuing. I just think they were slowing it up because of Trump speaking. But where it's at right now, I wouldn't it's not closing in a way where I would like it just yet. Here I would still wait. I would still wait here. Tricky NASDAQ. This is where it starts baiting people, right? This candle's baiting the buyers. This candle's baiting the sellers. It's a little baity before it makes a move, right? Let's bait everybody. But yeah, those of you, if you haven't tried chess, I recommend it. It's great. Problem solving, strategy, all the above. But yeah, I mean, I played speed chess on stream for attention purposes too, and you guys do not want to watch me play a long form game. We'll be here all day. And also with a long form game, you know, I can't just come back and check the charts. I mean, I can, but you guys know what I mean. With the short games, you know, we could play for 60 seconds, then we can come back over here to the market. You know, it's quick. Speaking of, I was in a tournament. Okay, tournament's over. What's DE? Why can't I think of this country? Oh, this person, Chess Dungle won 61 points. DT Akira Chess. Let me see something. I'm gonna be nosy. Dang! Win. I'm just kidding. Oh, they're level 2000? Of course they freaking won. Of course they won. Elo is 2000? Excuse me, 2090. They're about to be 2100. Nice. Impressive. So what kind of people were you playing against level 2000? See, when you get a level 2000 playing against a 1600, level 2000 playing against a 1300, level 2000 against a 900. Dang. Well, let me see that. But they did lose. They lost against the 1600. They lost here. But let me see this game that you won. That's what I like about chess. You can review people's games. I'm just curious. 78% accuracy. Interesting. Brought the queen out. But yeah, that was a bad move. Check. Just destroying this side. This side, look at this. Look at all these holes now. It's completely dominating the left side of the board here. It's funny though, because the AI, the computer is saying these are bad moves. I can't stand when I win a game and the computer is like, oh, these are bad moves. Like, what you mean these are bad moves? I won. What you mean? What you mean it's bad? They're using AI these days. Good morning. What's up, Duke? Oh, so this AI is, this is after your game. After your game, you can get a game review. So I'm looking at the game after it happened. But no, you're not allowed to use this during the game. You can't. It's literally disabled. But when you're done with your game, you can evaluate it this way. You have to pay for it though. So I have a membership that I pay for. And with the membership, you can evaluate when you're done. But this isn't my game. This is their game. But it's just interesting to me how they played a pretty accurate game, but still made bad moves, according to the engine. They were looking to trade there. Yep. Trade. Yep. Interesting. Notice they castled on this side. Put the king over here because this side was destroyed earlier. Okay. That was a bad move. Black. What are you doing, Black? Yeah. Look at the question mark. That was bad. That was bad. But I can't talk because I made some really bad moves today. I mean, that was an easy take. What are we doing? I wonder why'd they put the knight over there. Okay. Look at the fork. Look at this move. Great move. Look at this. Targeting this and this. Look at the fork. That was the move right there. And they didn't take it? Oh, whoa. They're playing bullet. They're playing bullet, so probably didn't see it because they're moving quick. But see, chat, see stuff like this, when you're playing a slow game, you know, you see all these tactics, you know, when you're taking your time. Did they trade? See, they probably went back and said, oh, shoot, I didn't see that. That's an interesting move. Okay. Protecting that pawn. Just trading away, I see. Oh, it's GG's. It's GG's. They're up. The easy pawn push. Dang, this was such a long game for 60 seconds. Oh, look. GG's. They're getting a queen. GG's. It was already GG's, though. I mean, they're already up 2 pieces. You got 3 pawns. Now they got a queen. And the iconic checkmate, I'm going to assume, is right here. Yep. Nice. Yeah, good morning, Duke. How you doing? Good morning, those of you guys joining us today. We got 4 trades in today. We're just kind of chilling here. Seeing what the market's got. Market slowed up a bit. We're on the sell side all morning. We're on the sell side. Catching these sells. Doing a great job today. And shout out to chat. I mean, the chat has been amazing today. So thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate y'all. And we overachieved the light goal. Look at that. Let's go. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Overachieving. Look at that. We play another tournament while we wait. We got Trump speaking in 30 minutes. So do be careful. You're continuing today. I would like to get another $200 today. Be kind of cool, but hey. Who's the strongest player after the queen? Great question. So the chess pieces. Let me go to practice. Can I just go to practice? So the chess pieces actually do matter in points. So the queen is 10 points. The queen's 10 points. After that are the rooks. The rooks are 5 points. So if you don't have a queen, your rooks are your best pieces. After that, your knight and your bishops are worth 3 points. As far as which is better, knights or bishop, that may determine who you're talking to. But they are generally equal. Although it does depend on the game, right? Like if you have a game, because I mean, the knight can be really deadly. Like, if you know how to use a knight, it could be deadly. But a bishop, let's say a bishop is on an isle. A bishop can really take up a lot of space as far as what it can host. And then after that, you got your pawns. Your pawns are worth 1 point. So I don't know if you guys notice. Why is this on 3,000? Yeah, that's not happening. Hold on. Let's play let's play coach. Let's play like a lower level so I can give you an example. Oh, we'll play like a 1200. No, let's play like a 900. The 900 will probably mess up more. Let's play a 900. But yeah, so as you take other people's pieces, you get points. So the king's obviously useless. Yo, you are so funny. Yo, my stomach actually hurts from that. So the goal is to checkmate the king. So yeah, you can't use your, well, yeah, the goal is to protect the king, basically. If your king gets checkmated, you lose. However, in the end game is towards the end of the game. Your king becomes really important. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, chat. You making all that noise? Yeah, you making all that noise. All right. Player 500. So this is a coach, right? So you can put your coach to different levels. I'll put it on a 900 level just to show you. So just kind of starting out. They're targeting my pawn. I'm not going to worry about it because my queen is protecting it. Right? If they take this pawn, that's 1 point, right? So this is how you think in chess. If they take this, this is 1 point. There's no point because I'm going to take it back with my queen. And if I take their knight, that's 3 points they lose, right? So you don't want to trade 1 point for 3 points. You get what I'm saying, chat? Does that make sense, chat? Let me get a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. So again, if they take this, that's 1 point. But I'm just going to take it back with my queen. I'm going to take their knight, and they're going to lose 3 points. So when you're playing, you talk to do equal trades, right? So you don't want to trade your knight for a pawn. And they're not going to, but it is a 900, so you may see them do it by accident. It's just a coach, though. So this is just me. I'm just taking my pieces out. I'm going to move this up to protect these 2 pieces. Nothing too special yet. I'm just taking out some pieces. I'm coaching you guys while I'm playing. So a pawn is 1 point, right? They want to trade a pawn. They're targeting my bishop. My bishop is 3 points. I'm not trading 3 points for 1 point, right? So that's why I would back up here. You know how to play chess? So 1. Nice. So, okay. This is moved out. This is on this angle. Not bothering me. I know this can come down here. Not bothering me right now. Let's see. I'm gonna move this up. So this cannot go down here. It can, but they're not gonna trade 3 points for 1 point. You see what I mean? Crash. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a good chess teacher or not. Okay, so they moved this rook down, which is kind of odd, but it is a 900. So if I put this bishop here, what am I going to target? That, right? They may not see it. So when you're playing speed chess, stuff like this, they may miss. So that was a bad move. Why was that a bad move, chat? Because this is 3 points and your rook is 5 points. Your rook is your best piece after the queen. You don't want to lose that to a bishop. So it'd be better to trade this. Yes, they are targeting a piece, but this is 3 points and this is 3 points. It'll be like an equal trade in a sense, right? And it's protected. I could take it back. So see that? That would be a bad move. Where can I play? Oh, chess.com. Chess.com. You can use a do you have dogs? Yes, I have 2. Sorry, I forgot if I answered that question. Yes, I have 2 dogs. One is right here napping behind me. The other one is staring at me because if only you guys could see. He's in the other room staring at me. He's probably gonna come in here in a minute too. I got one's a female, one's a male. So I got 1 and 1. What breed? They're labs. Labradors. It's like Pac-Man and checkers. That's funny. Which they're not going to. I'm going to take the queen. But if they come back with this, they're leaving this open. So let's do that. See, now it's different. And let's do check. Right. I'm going to target this. I'm going to take it. I don't care that this is lined up. So if I go here, they can't take it because you can't put yourself in check. I'll just take back. This game can be annoying sometimes. I am going to... Let's see which way we're going to go. Which way are we going to go? This is where you want to take your time so you don't mess it up. I'm going to guard this pawn because I'm going to get it out of my way. Oh, see, there they go. There they go. I'm going to move this back. Now I can take this. They messed up. So as much as I would love to go here because I'm protected, this is just going to take my queen, right? So I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is move here because now I have this for checkmate. Right? So my bishop was protecting my queen. So there we go. And this king can't move anywhere. It can't go here and it can't go here. So when the queen doesn't, when the king doesn't have any spaces to move and it's in check, there goes your mate. All right. So as predicted, we're kind of playing in this area as we talked about. The price coming back down here. I see mate in 3. Nice. You guys spotted it. Hey, okay. I love it. I love it. Chestnut checkers. Yeah. It's chestnut checkers. But yeah, did everybody enjoy their little small chess lesson there? But I will tell you, earlier in the game, I was up in pieces pretty good. So you can see it says plus 12. So while you're playing, when you're playing in person, in your mind, you keep track of your plus 12, plus 10, whatever your plus. You keep that in mind because that tells you who has the advantage. So obviously online, it's easy because you could just look, oh, okay, I'm plus 12. But when you're playing in person, when you take someone's pieces and you line them up in front of you, you're actually counting. Just so you guys know, right? So why is it plus 12, chat? Because I had 3 pawns of theirs. I took 3 pawns. That's 3 points. I took a bishop and 2 knights. All 3 of those are 3 points. So 3, 3, 3 is 9. Plus our 3 pawns is 12 points. And then I told you guys the rooks are 5 points, right? So I got 2 rooks. So that's 5 and 5. So that's 10 plus 12 is 22, right? We did that right? 3, 3, 3, 3, 12 plus 10. Yeah, 22. So I'm up 22 points, but what you do is you have to subtract the points your opponent is up. So I'm up 22. So it's like trading, right? Plus 22. But what am I minus? Minus 2 pawns, so minus 2 points. So that puts me down to 20. Minus my rook is 5. That puts me down to 15. And then they took one of my knights, which is 3 points. So 15 minus 3 is 12. So that's why I'm plus 12. Very much similar to day trade. You see that? You see that? When we keep up with that math, let me get a 1 in the chat if you kept up with that math. We got Trump speaking in 18 minutes. Very soon. Time is moving. We killed that, chat. An hour and 30 minutes. Now it's 18 minutes. We killed it. That was quick. See what chess does? Went from an hour and a half to 18 minutes. But yeah, you know, if I'm not streaming, sometimes I like to play a game. Take my mind off the charts, then I'll come back over to the charts and, you know, refresh myself, right? So you got to look away sometimes. But up here almost 4 hours. You got to look away. Concentrate on something else. You know? But yeah, chess is kind of like P&L. So I was plus 22, but I was minus 10. So that makes me plus 12. Okay. That was a good sample, huh? That was a 900. All right, we're going to play one more. I'm going to show chat the mistakes a newbie makes. Let's play a beginner. Let's play a 400. We're just going to do the same thing. While we're waiting here, we got 17 minutes. I'm just bringing some pieces out. It's a high probability this beginner level is going to just trade pieces randomly, I'm going to assume. Let's see. It didn't start doing anything funny yet. Nothing funny yet. Let's block this from coming forward. Let's go here. Okay. This is when you want to stop and think, right? Now we're towards the middle of the game. The opening is done. So chess has 3 stages. You have the opening, first couple moves. Then you have the middle game. The middle game, no matter who you are, no matter what your level is kind of what determines your make or break sometimes, right? If you play a bad middle game, you can lose against someone who's not even as good as you. So right here, this pawn moved out. And you may say, well, why is that important? Well, you got to start thinking. They may start coming forward here and pressing this. The thing is if they come here, you may say, oh, you can just take it. It's not protected. Yes. Experienced players, they go here first, then they go here, right? So now this is protected. So then they start pressing you. And what happens? You move back. Right? You move back, but guess what? It's their turn now. They're going to go right here. Now this is stuck. You see that? It's stuck because remember, this would be here, so you can't move up. This would be here, so you can't move here. And then this is here, so you can't move here, right? So just showing you guys some things. But for now, I'm going to get this out my way. Maybe. Okay, it doesn't take it. I'm just going to castle. I'm just slow playing it here. I do see this, and you don't have to trade. I mean, if I take this, it is 3 for 3, yeah. But then this is gonna come here, or maybe this is gonna come here. I don't know. So it's not bothering me right now, right? So I'm chilling. Let's see. I'm just gonna move this out. All right, there we go. We start taking pieces. That was an equal trade. Bishop for a bishop. All right. They're pressing me, but they made a mistake, right? This isn't protected, so it's a free piece, as we like to say in chess. I'm going to take the free piece. And if I take this pawn, yes, the queen is here, but my knight will be protected by this pawn. And they're not going to trade their queen for a pawn. Although it is a lower level, so let's see if it does it. A lower level would take this. Okay, it didn't do it. Okay. I'm going to push this down here so I can have a little bit of a better view. Now, this was a bad move because I'm not just going to take this because it's protected. Because, again, they're not going to move their queen over and trade my queen for a bishop. You're not going to trade 10 points for 3. But also, if I go here, I have a fork, right? I put the king in check, but then I'm also attacking this. So a fork is when you're attacking 2 pieces at once. So there goes the check. When you put someone in check, they either have to take the piece or move their king. You had no choice but to take the piece, so I'm going to get me a free queen. See that? Oh, research speech time isn't Vegas time? Let me check. Let me check. That's a good question. Oh, you're right. Oh my God. We would have been waiting here forever. Thank you for saying that. My bad, chat. It's 1:30 my time, not New York time. Oh no. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. That's a W for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Would have never realized. That's crazy. Well, looks like we're not waiting on that speech chat. That's another 3 hours. My bad, chat. Okay, we'll just finish this game and I'll get off. We're doing a little fun coaching session here. Okay, so yeah, I got me a free queen. Again, just slow playing this. I'm going to move forward, right? I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to keep getting closer to this king. So right here, we got a free pawn, right? Nothing's protecting this, so free cheese. Now they're targeting this, so I'm going to move it out the way. I understand that if I move this, whether I move it here or here, that this rook is going to come down and take my pawn, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm up in pieces, right? I'm plus 12. If you're down in pieces, no bueno. I'm going to move back. Yep, it's going to take that. Now, when you're up in pieces, you want to offer trades because you're already up. So I'm going to offer the trade. Doesn't take it. So I'm going to take that. All right. When you're down in pieces, you don't want to trade. So the computer did what a 400 would do, which was trade a piece, which is not good for the computer. Right, now they're targeting this, but guess what? I'm going to move this here. Not here, because this is here. Here we go again, right? They traded a pawn for 1 point for 3 points. Really bad trades. And this is what lower levels do, right? Lower levels don't understand the trading tactics. So they trade badly, and that's why they lose. So I'm going to go in for a check. Because we have a rook guarding this whole level, right? And then we have a mate coming up. Oh, they're going to make it difficult for me. Let's do another check. And we have a mate. Right. Yeah, I'm done for the day, guys. We took 4 trades today. Sorry, guys. You guys, we've been live almost 4 hours. Or did we hit the 4-hour mark? We're about to hit the 4-hour mark. Nice, right? Yeah, we're just doing some chess lessons. Yeah, we took 4 trades today. We're at the end of our stream here. If you're just joining us. If you're wondering what we did, the last trade we took was this one. This was the last trade we took. But we were in sells all day today. We even got in up here. We're in sells all day today. Kick-ass day. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we did awesome today. It's a good trading day. We took our time. Sized accordingly. We got a little chess lesson in at the end of this. I think I'm going to continue playing some chess today. Although I do need to work out. I do need to work out, chat. But thank you, guys. We had an awesome stream. Everybody's been lovely today. So thank you so much. Great questions today. I told you I'll ask the price action questions. I have no problem teaching you guys price action on stream. You guys are amazing. So thank you so much. We overachieved the like goal. So thank you. I can't thank you enough. Those of you using code LENS at Tradify, thank you again. I know you guys don't have to do that. So thank you. It just supports the stream. Lens, time for speed run chess. I think you could be a car. I don't want to say never, right? Never say never, but the only way that I would beat Hikaru is if he just is having an off day and just keeps messing up. I feel like even if he messes up, I may not be able to beat him. No, seriously, right? Even if he messes, I'm not gonna lie. If Hikaru makes 3 mistakes in the chess game, I probably still have no chance of beating him. It sounds bad, but I mean, it's Hikaru, right? He's the GOAT. For those who don't know, actually, speaking of, I'm gonna check out his channel. He goes live every day. His live streams are entertaining. He's a great live streamer. But also, he makes some fun chess content, right? He makes chess content fun. I've seen him sacrifice his queen just to have fun. You know, like what? Only Hikaru could sacrifice his queen against a level 2000 and still win as though it's an easy game, like he's playing a kid. Only he could do that. Yeah, and Magnus. Him and Magnus. Amazing. The odds might not be in your favor. Let me see though. Actually, let me see before I get up. Let me see who's live. Who's playing chess. Chess.com, when you guys go there, they do feature streamers, so I'm sure if we started like a chess stream, they would start featuring us too, which is cool. Oh, nobody's on right now playing chess. Nobody's on. Let me see, what was Hikaru's last? What was his last video? And he's got 3.2 million subs. 3 million. I missed that. When did he reach 3 million? His last video was an hour ago. Just uploaded it. Yesterday's video, 40k views. The day before, 50k views. He's killing it, man. I'm telling you. Like I say, he kills it with the live streams. And then he's able to make videos out of the live streams. Hans and Magnus. Oh, he's reviewing a game. No stalemate. He's still in that orange office, huh? Do I think the fall will be crazy? No, so this morning when I was in sales, I called out early on up here. I said this is going to be a tough fall because the buyers are going to keep coming in strong. They're going to keep fighting this. You'll notice when we want to sell off this market, depending on the volume conditions, we have a hard time. You know, the buyers are always so strong in NASDAQ. So it gives us a difficult time, right? We can't just get a smooth sell-off. Versus when we're buying up, oh, look at this. Look at the difference between NASDAQ sellers and buyers, right? We can just go up with no crazy pullbacks, right? 500 points. No crazy pullback, just, you know, another 1,000 points. Buyers are so strong in these markets, you know. That's why we took a few trades. You know, I try not to get too ambitious with my TPs. You know, try to take what I can get sometimes. I'd switch up though. I still root for you. Thanks, player. I like watching um Anna's mom, Kremlin, Pia. Her mother is a grandmaster. Her mother was playing chess professionally back when women weren't allowed to play. So her mom's an all-star. Kind of broke the bind between women being able to play chess, you know? So shout out to Anna's mom. But Anna, she's a streamer, and I like watching her streams. But her mom is a grandmaster. Her mom is like, oh my goodness, incredible. I mean, she's a grandmaster for a reason, but man, I don't know how to describe it. If you ever see their mom play that, I know you know. Um, but see, like when Anna streams, she'll stream these long tournaments, and you know these tournaments take time. You know, I'll show you in a second. When she's doing her regular day streams, she's doing quick games, right? Because attention span, right? You guys don't want to sit and watch hours long of a game. You know, a lot of chess streamers do the quick games, the speed chess. But then when there's tournaments, um, these are the long games. These are the games that really are draining, guys. That's her opponent. See, the card is here and your Elo's here. Look at the chat. Her chat is and there's her mom is commentating the game, but what's his Elo? Oh, 2000. Oh, this kid is level 2000. Wow. So yeah, so they'll put the evaluation bar up so you can see it on stream. Of course, they can't see it while they're playing. But yeah, look how long this is. This is a 4-hour game, guys. You know what I mean? So like when you're playing long form chess against someone who's near your level, it takes time, because when you're not playing speed chess, you're not really going to make those mistakes you would normally make. Yeah, this is a long stream. I'm curious who won. Let's see who won. The evaluation bar is still equal. 3 hours and 47 minutes, and it's, oh no, okay, wait, white is a little higher. She's white, okay. So her probability of winning is a little higher here. Let me see. So she's slightly up in advantage. And the evaluation bar goes by your points, right? No queens left on the board. Well, did she win? I'm just trying to see if she won. Okay, her chat is celebrating, so I'm going to assume she won. Did he resign? Because there's no checkmate. Okay, let's see.
To make the decision. I'm sorry, this is not the 50th move, 40th move. So rook f7, Anna could claim a draw, but she's the one who's trying to win. So she's the one deciding. He has no choice. Oh, wow. Whoa.
Somebody resigned. Somebody quit the game. I'm trying to figure out who quit.
She will do game. And that is what happened with this Magogonov variation H3 2019 when the Swedish Championship, the whole festival was held in Eskilstuna. But I don't know how many points she made that. Then I forgot.
Did he resign? I think he resigned because he did that.
to check that. So very exciting game, and that is what happened with this Magogonov variation H3. You get a lot of happy position. I would say for white.
But yeah, chat. You also in tournaments you have to write down every move because they have to review it to make sure nobody cheated. Stuff like that.
Also for black. So if you like it,
Because when you play online, you know they have the evaluation bar. They can easily review,
you can also see it in the Jezebel course. Anna
and then you have to sign off that you know
made
you made those
year,
moves.
where I was also helping her.
Like I
So
said, in
final
person
game
it's
number
fun,
two,
but
9
long
games
form
has been
games
played
can be
every
very
day,
draining.
4.5 after 9, and
You
our
won.
opponent they will finish in the middle of the
The
field.
chat said tough
What is
kid.
expected.
Good fight.
And
Draw.
wow.
Oh, or
Yes,
was it a
I don't know
draw?
when Anna will play
Did they
with
agree to
Paul
draw?
again. She will be with here too.
Maybe they agreed to draw
And
because
we saw
usually
today
you have to put the
time and patience.
king on the board of who won. Oh, it's a draw. Okay. She's up 4.5. That's pretty good. It's a draw. All right. All right. All right, chat. Looks like that speech isn't coming for a little while. We're going to call it here. Thank you, everybody. I will catch you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Let me end that poll. Got a lot of votes on the poll today. I'll catch you later, y'all. Have a great day, everybody. Appreciate you coming through. Don't forget to smile today, all right? Bye now.